Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone. Welcome to our stream. My name is Indez, and today Diablo Immortal, it is on fire, chat. Diablo Immortal, today in the morning, we just woke up with a new strategy to go and try to go and push for the level 800. So, if you guys have not seen yet the video, I'm gonna explain it very quickly. Basically, all you need to do, it is come first here to Inferno 4. You don't need to be Inferno 5 or Inferno 6. All you need to do is be in Inferno 4. Then try to go into, you have to unlock also the World's Crown. I think you're gonna need to do the campaign if you didn't. So here, World Crowns, and you want to teleport here to the top where it says Terror Sanctum, the waypoint, and then you're gonna have this weekly challenge boss. You can kill the boss, you can just retry it. So once you go in, it is quite easy. Okay, quite easy. I think like even like new players will be able to do these like without any problem. So once we go inside, you're just gonna here teleport. I am using like my PvP build, so you want to always have a bit of like some shield, some healing or something like that. So you're gonna burst the first phase, and whenever is gonna enter into that ads phase, I don't know if you guys already like tried the new ads phase, this one here. So what people have found out is that this phase, actually, it doesn't end unless you use the sword 3 times, right? Like it needs like 3 hits from the sword for you to actually go and get to break the shield. If not, you're just gonna be here all this time just killing the mobs, and you can stay here for at least 6 minutes. So it is very powerful. It is working extremely well. Right now I'm actually at level 785, so maybe I'll do like a bit of pushing like later on. But first, we left a lot to go through it. I have to do like a bunch of dungeons because I still didn't do the weekly cap for my battle pass. I also need to get like those stained remains that I still didn't cap them, and then we probably gonna do some PvP and also gonna go here and get like some XP. This is like very nice. It's a very good way to actually go and get your XP. So you have the first phase, the ads, which they are pretty nice, but the one that you really want to go and farm, it is on the second phase of Diablo Immortal. Whenever you kill it the first time and you have the second ads, that's where you have the big mobs. There are like these big mobs, they are called like overlords. And then yeah, pretty much you just like once you kill them, they're gonna give you triple the amount of the XP. And yeah, it's like we just woke up with this rabbit out of the bag, man. And I'll show you also like my my build and what I'm using to survive. I see you here, I'm already using like 6 pieces Vitus, which is really nice. Yo, welcome Alex, how you doing? Welcome EP. So there we go, we have here the second phase. Everything is like it's pretty easy, like at least for me. Maybe like if you're at the start of the game, maybe you're gonna struggle a bit more, but I think things like this is like Inferno 4. Most people will be able to actually just go and do these strategies. It's pretty nice. So we go here. All right. So when you reach to this phase, you're gonna see these big boys. You see this guy here with the whip. This is the guys that we want to focus and kill, because if I go here now into my logs, most likely you're gonna see that 85 XP, right? This is the overlord. Those are like the big boys that they actually go out of and they do give you like triple XP. So this, it is the method that like he was just found out from like a beast. He was the guy that you know, he shared with Ma, and then Ma did the video. So really fucking cool, man. I feel like this personally, if it's gonna be faster than Erevan, I think it is definitely better, right? Like it is like almost twice as fast as Ereban, and I think like that's pretty broken, right? Like if we really think about it, Ereban obviously is gonna give you more loot. This is like all about like the XP. There's nothing that is gonna drop here, right? Like we're just here for the XP, nothing else. On Ereban, you still get the monster answers, you can get loot, you can get the like so many other things, right? So this is the strategy. Once you're done with this, you can come here, or you can like literally just die. And I just noticed that I actually forgot to let me get to the flame, man. Like the fireplace is not on, chat. The fireplace is not on. Let me oh, there it is. Okay, I had to put the fireplace, man. We had to put the fireplace, otherwise it's not the same vibe, man. Necro has this in easy mode. Oh, I'm certain, right? So as you can see here, he just reset, right? So now I can go, I kill him again, and it goes back into the shield phase, and then you just repeat, right? You don't even need to actually go out of like you don't need to go out of the dungeon, right? Like he's probably just gonna, is he gonna put the shield again? Let me see. Or he's just gonna die. Yeah. Yeah, there are the mobs once again. And now you have another 7 minutes. All right. So this is the strategy. This is very cool. Whenever the 7 minutes are gonna come, like you're gonna see a warning that you're just gonna go like out of the dungeon like soon or something like that. There's like a small warning, and you just like do this, keep on repeating. You don't even need to leave the dungeon or anything. Some people like prefer to die and reset totally, others they just prefer to reset it back there. It's up to you. I think like resetting here, definitely it is like the easiest way than actually leaving the dungeon, but yeah, it's totally up to you. Yo, what's up, Lawrence? How you doing? Let me go here. Let me why is this not working? Ah, dude, I gotta always have to try to reset this. Let me just die. Mona probably is the best to do this method. I wanna try tomorrow. I mean, like people are actually, that's wrong, Alex. If you want to go on Monday and push for the level 800, pushing it now so you can get like, I don't know, like 788, 789, like those kind of levels. So whenever the Monday hits, then you have your battle pass, then you do like the raids the first time clears, you do your mailbox and all these things, then you probably can actually get a level 800 on day one. So this is like pretty much like a mid-max strategy. Like almost like no one like needs to do this, except if you're just like lacking a lot of XP and you need to pretty much boost a bit of your XP, or if you are in a place that you just want to go and be one of the first people to actually get the level 800. So this is it. This was the glitch. For my build, I'm using Unwilling Vision, Memento Opens. I'm using the United Defiance. It is pretty much like the PvP build for Tempest, but I'm using different shoulders. I'm not using like the CC breaker, right? I'm using Flowing Strike, conjures one additional Zephyr, Skate Parter, the Skin Ward, Hurricane Itch, and the Morosi or whatever. Then what is important here, it is that we are using the 6 pieces Vitus and 2 pieces Mountebanks. This is almost key. You can also use the Hunger. The Hunger will give you a bit of like you know, self-healing if you really need. If not, if you see that you're at a point that you actually don't need like these things, you can just like go and, for example, like a Void Spark or any damage gem will pretty much work. On the Paragon, I am using the Survivor. So we have Indestructible, Unwielding, Stalwart, what is Precondition, and then the Regenerator. And then I'm using here the Death's Release because we are using some dots. So if you actually don't need this, and I don't need this, I think I don't need this, I will probably just go with something like this, you know, Not gold, because like they don't drop gold, but definitely like with the double XP. Actually, I'm gonna try these. Let's try with the double XP though. They probably can be good. They also don't drop. They don't drop anything. So, okay, maybe we can actually do something like this. Yeah, let me see how much XP this actually, because like 50% more HP. Maybe like a lot, right? Let me just see here. What is the build that this guy is using? Oh, he's using like the normal one. He's not coming with the you know, with the shield. I think the shield is kind of nice, the breaker shield. So we're gonna see if the 50% HP is gonna be XP, not HP, XP. It's gonna be good. Only the elite mobs. Oh, it's only for elite mobs. Oh, okay. Rest in peace then. Okay. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Why is my multi-chat not working, bro? Like, what the hell? Okay, I'm gonna try to turn it on again. You thought the same? Yeah, I actually think I said the same on the video. I completely forgot about that about that detail. Yeah, if so, then just run with the survivor, right? There's no reason to run with other things. So, by the way, chat, today we gonna have a guest here on the stream. I didn't forget about it. It's gonna be a special one, chat. We're gonna have Laureth, our boy, is coming in. Laureth, it's fine for you, like in 45 minutes, something like that. We're gonna talk about a few things about the upcoming patch that is coming, new assets for Necromancer and all these things. It's gonna be really, really nice. Go here. Man, I am so itchy, man, today. I went outside. Yeah, I went outside, chat. There was like really good weather. Really good weather outside, so I decided to go for a walk. Unfortunately, that walk didn't went like as well as I planned, but it is what it is. You can do it anytime. Nice, man. I'm just gonna go here. I have to do like a few things because I still didn't do anything in the game today, so I want to get like a few things out of the way. What should, like, we're gonna do like the bounties. We can do the bounties first. The bounty seems like kind of nice. I was also like settling and trying to see yesterday what is like the best builds. I kind of like really like this one right here. The dungeon for single target is the one that I kind of like the most. But I still don't know what is the best one for farming though. So let's go here. We override these. Let's override. So for farming, probably it's gonna be like the same one, but with the brawler, so we're big and we're fast, most likely. So we have these. We have the squall. As long as we have like these 100%, this should be fine. That's all I care. Okay, open world. Nah, this is like the wrong one, I think. This is like very old build. Okay. So we use these. Yo, what's up, Cody? How are you doing today, man? Wait. What is happening here with my... Okay, so... To farm, we gonna go with something like this. I really like the void spark and having some dots, man. Dots are so broken, especially if you're farming in the open world or all these things. I love it. I think they are like absolutely so powerful. You know what? I'm not gonna go with the brawler. I'm gonna go with this. We're gonna go with this. But do I really need this? Nah, actually I don't need that. I don't need that. I think I'm strong enough without that. Yeah, we going into the brawler. Just bigger. Bigger equals better. Alright. So how you guys doing? So, oh my god, like I see already so many people on Twitch. Welcome guys, welcome to the stream. But yet, like, why is Twitch appearing here but not the YouTube? Okay. So I'm not gonna lie, man, like this time somehow I'm actually enjoying a slightly more Tempest. And it's quite sad because like now they actually gonna nerf it. Now that I'm enjoying Tempest, they are gonna nerf it. Do you guys think like I'm sure like Tempest still gonna be like pretty good next patch. It doesn't matter how much they nerf this class. This class always finds its way to still be broken, you know. Whenever they nerf like the following strike, everyone was saying, "Oh my god, he's gonna be dead class." Yeah, it wasn't. It was. Whenever they nerf like the flowing strike from like 1.5 to 0.5, oh my god, this class is so dead. No, it wasn't. And I am pretty sure that if we're gonna nerf like this skin parter range, and you know what, it's still not gonna kill the class, man. I don't see it happening. The XP glitch. Oh my god, man. Eldo, go check out or the beginning of the stream or my last video. You guys gonna see it. It's pretty broken though. You know what? I actually should put the link for the video. Yeah, I absolutely should put the link for the video. Okay, let's go here. I wanna make here a few changes. First, special guest. When I have a special guest later on, then we're gonna go here. Gonna copy this, and let me copy this. Let me copy this one. This one. XP glitch video. Alright, is this fine? Alright, we replace the pin. Yeah, I think this is gonna be better. Absolutely, it's gonna be better. You saw it? Yeah. Like, man, like it's so. It was like I already gained. I did it for like 20 minutes and I got like half of level. I was like, okay, all right. This is quite legit though. But I feel like that's actually better than pretty much just going and farming. You know, Ereban. Ereban is pretty annoying. If it's broken, why are you doing it this way? What do you mean? I'm just like doing my daily stuff. I'm not farming for XP, right? Maybe I should also put. Let me also put here on Twitch so people know. XP glitch video. All right, I'm gonna put there. I'm gonna pin it. All right. So why you guys on YouTube not appearing on my multi chats? Maybe if I reset it again. Okay, let's reset one more time because like I don't know any other solution. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you guys those kind of guys like me that you don't know how to fix it, so the only fix that you know is pretty much turn off and turn on? That's how I try to solve things. Mm-mm. So, guys, is there any better build than the one I'm using for farming, or this is pretty much it? Because like this works kind of fine. Oh, nice, the orange mob. So the reason, there are like two main reasons why I do the normal bounties. First is to do the bounties. The second one is so I also get the monster instances, and I get the orange mob, right? So just by doing the normal bounties, you can kill like three things in one: orange open world mob, monster instances, and the bounties. So I prefer to do that. And on top of that, you also don't really spend terror instances, which is also really nice. Use flooded stream for farming. Which instance is that, man? You gotta tell me like the slot. Is the one for the roiling sword for something? The headpiece? What is the difference between continual and continual damage? It is exactly the same. Continual or continual is just like wherever you put it on the sentence, it changes. And you also have continuous damage, right? On the main hand. So I don't use like crosswinds. No crosswinds. Rolling sword, flooded edges, empowers. Wait. No, but then ain't I like gonna lose these? Ain't we gonna lose the range? You sure? Like, I kind of prefer to have the range, man. Not gonna lie. Does it work for burning enemies and poison enemies? Yeah, like pretty much. Burning, poison, bleeds. These are like the instance that you are doing continual damage. When is the best time using the BP rewards after you full XP bar? Is like right on Monday, like right whenever you log in. You log in and you get it. I still need to do that. What's the cap of critical hit chance? 100%. Right? Is it more XP or is it the same? You get more value if you do it at the start. Okay, I don't know about this one though. You guys sure like this is like I'm gonna try this, but I don't know if like this is better than skin parter. Let's try though. I guess like this is gonna do like AoE damage whenever I pass through, but we lose the range. You thought it was 70%? No, it's 100%. Okay, I have to find out how, boys. How can I put my chats here? Oh, the chat is working now. Oh, the cooldown seems worst. Okay, the cooldown for this one seems higher than the skin parter, though. I don't know. Okay, let me actually go and change it out. Because like on this one, I don't have the 100%. We always gonna be on the 100%. Is it the overall buffs and attributes? Yes. Everything sums up. Yo, Jaime, what's up, man? How are you doing today? ¿Cómo estás, chico? Maybe I can change here the headpiece for the unwilling, and then probably also going to go here and change these, right? Let me see now. Because now I have the awakened slots. So now probably I'm going to have like the 100%. Let me see. I still have like 1 second. 1 second out. Yeah, 1 second out. It's fine. We'll take it. We take the 1 second out. How do you get free cosmetics? I am a Diablo partner. So they are not technically they are not free, right? It requires a lot of work and a lot of time, but if you become a partner and you have like a YouTube channel and all these things, Blizzard as a thank you token, it will give you, will send you. But to be fair, not gonna lie, chat, don't probably it's gonna be easier to make some extra cash and pay for it than actually have a YouTube channel. It'll take less time, less work. You're not changing a skin partner even if they get nerf. Yeah, because like what I said whenever I read the nerf is like 4 yards. It's still better than 0 yards, right? You know what I'm saying, chat? Like that's just like the fact. What class will you start farming the answers? Probably, I mean, like, I don't know if we're gonna do like Barbarian or if we're gonna do, most likely it's gonna be Barbarian. If not Barbarian, maybe Necromancer. I mean, I'm undecided between those two. Why did they remove Meld from the game? Because it was trash. They should also remove like pretty much the whole family system. Keep the pets as like a loot grabber, but just the it's so bad. Like the pet system is so bad. Okay, let me actually confirm here something. Let me change from this one into the skin partner. Let me just try. Let's try. Because I think like the skin partner has less cooldown. And I think like right now that's better. Or it's the same. Yeah, it has less cooldown. Okay, I'm gonna use this just because it's like slightly more comfortable. Like having it 100% is better than like having like that weird 1 second, you know? Either way, I can just kill everything in one go. I love the... No, okay. Abador, I love the pets. I don't love the system. Okay, so the different things. That's why I said keep the pets, but like, or just rework the whole pet system, or just like simplify it. I think like removing the melding was just a good step in the right direction, but it's still not enough, right? It's still not enough. How you see Storm Fury? Storm Fury, did you get the armor part for Storm Fury attack speed? No, I did not. I don't have it yet. Am I even using here? I mean, like, you get like this buff still. Okay, easy flowing shard. I thought you max Tempest Answers. Why do you farm Answers again? I'm not farming Answers. I'm doing the bounties and all these things. But every difficulty, you have new Answers that you need to farm. Like every difficulty, every 100 levels, 6 new Answers comes to the game. All right. So bounties are done. So now I'm just gonna kill like very, very quickly here the orange mob. Okay, understood. New season. All right, new season. Oh, we don't have towers. Oh, all right, we don't have towers. Okay, feels bad. How many monster answers do I need? We gotta figure it out. How many? Okay, I need more 5. Okay, the best way to actually get this is probably gonna be here, chat, on Ereban. It's very quick to get this. When do you think you'll hit 800? I will try like next week. I'll try next week, but because I didn't save my raids, it's not like as easy, you know. Okay, already 1 monster answers. So if you guys are just need like monster answers, like the best way to actually come, it is here to Ereban. It's so quick to get them. As long as you have like a fast class, you're gonna be fine. But if we don't get it next week, we're probably gonna get it next time. The other one. But I don't think like the new answers will come next week, chat. I think you're gonna be able to be level 800, but are we gonna get like the new ancestors like next week or the week after? I'm actually confused about that. All right. Yo, Ezekiel, what's up, man? Is Tempest still good? Tempest is I mean, like, Ezekiel, when was Tempest not good? You know, Tempest has been good like since the start. It's not like, I don't think it's like as broken as he was, but it's still like still a very good class, obviously. Can you make it to level 800? I mean, like, do you have a lot of like battle pass mails? Do you have the first raid clears still to do? Like Gauntlet 2, Gauntlet 1? Because like those are the things that you probably need to boost, to push like for level 800. And maybe you're gonna finish like this week at like level at least 788 or 89. Without the raid clears, it is very hard though. Yo, what's up, Cisco? Welcome, guys. Oh wait, we got here. Okay, legendary, nice. I should ask some wells to boost. G2 should be fine. There are like enough people to do G2 now. They lowered the combat rating. They lowered or they will lower, something like that. Okay, let's go here to the big one. Okay, another monster answer. So in one run we got 3 monster answers, man. Like these Ereban is really good for monster answers. Most of the times I can make like in 2 or 3 runs and I get like 10. This is like my monster answers cheat code. A whale is someone that spends a lot of money in the game. So there is free to play, low spenders. There is the mid spenders. Then there is the whales. And there is the Krakens and the Leviathans. So imagine like these tiers means like someone that keeps spending even more money. A whale is probably at this stage in the game. I don't think a whale is like 5-6k, maybe like what do you guys think? Maybe like a 7k, above 7k nowadays. Maybe like it's a whale. Because like 5k, you know, like probably is like you can be like day one player, like low to mid spender, maybe a few alts, and you're like around like 5k, right? Do you prefer this one or the Abyss? This one for monster ancestors, absolutely. It's faster. It just gives you more things, right? Ereban usually is better solo. But for example, if I'm gonna do the weekly gems, I tend to do them with a party on the Abyssal Verge, just because you not only you get the weekly gems, but you also get the daily gems. Yo, Galgates, thank you so much for the follow, brother. All right. Okay, another one. I only need like one more monster answers and I'm done. Is Barb okay to go or Tempest? I mean, like, what do you mean? Like, Barb and Tempest are very different and they are very good. Like, both are very good. That's why they are both getting nerfed. You know? Kind of feels bad though. How many 300k resonance are on the server? I think on the server there's none. In this one there's none. There's like 11, maybe like I think like 11, almost 12 is what we have. There's only probably a handful of like people or players that have 13,000 resonance. There's less than you think. I mean, like 13,000 resonance is with like secondaries. We are talking about almost like a 500,000 accounts, you know. Not everyone, or not even if you're like someone like insanely rich, not everyone really is gonna spend like 500,000 on a video game, you know. That's kind of nuts. Voodoo? No, but Voodoo is not from my server. All right. Okay, did I get the monster ancestors or not yet? I don't want to do another one. Please tell me that I got them. Let me check here very quickly. Oh, I got it. Okay, we got it. Okay, open this. I see so many 5Ks. Yeah, they are like the thing is like you have to understand. This game already has 3 years, right? So even if you're like a small spender and you've been playing actively for the past years and spending here and there, yeah, most likely you're already gonna be like around 5K. On your server there are 17 with 13k resonance. Which server are you? Like, are you European or the US? Maybe like I feel like if you go like to China and Southeast Asia, I am pretty sure that you have more like very big whales, like massive whales. Let's go here. Not here. What? Okay, here. Okay, so I did the shard storm already. We need the monster ancestors. We did the bounties. We did the orange mob. So I am pretty fine with these. So we did the farming that we needed. Now we just need to go and get here some dungeons. Some dungeons going, man. Why there are so many whales in Southeast Asia? Because they have like a bigger culture, a bigger pay-to-win culture. Like mobile games, they are a big thing in Asia. They are like in general, like they are way far ahead than us. So and the pay-to-win culture is being very strong there for many years. So while we in the Western, we don't like microtransactions, they fucking love it. You know, they absolutely love it. To a point that they have like nicknames. It's like, so imagine this. Here, in a way, in the Western, people tend to glorify free-to-play, right? You know, if you're free-to-play, people tend to respect you for like the effort and the dedication, blah, 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 right? Bro, if you are a free-to-play in Southeast Asia, most likely you're just gonna get mocked, man. People are gonna mock you. They're gonna call you like, I know that I think it's in I'm pretty sure it's in China or Korea, that they have like a term that is like kind of brokey, you know? So instead of calling you free-to-play, they call you like brokey. You know, someone that has no money to pay to win. And it's like in a very negative term. So that's like how you see like the cultures are so different. Everyone wants to pay to win there. Okay, this is not that great. You know what? Oh, I am so stupid, chat. I was doing the... Oh, dude. I was doing the bounties in Inferno 4. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, at least we got here something. I got a new answers. All right, cool. We got something. Got something out of that. I forgot to change after like the XP glitch, right? Chat, does anyone... Is there anyone on the Pulse of Wisdom that wants to boost me in challenge dungeons? I need to do one challenge dungeon. I still didn't get... We still didn't get like the weekly chest. Who are the immortals on your clan? No, that's not how it works. So the whole clan becomes immortal. Okay, there's not only like a few people are immortal, a few. No, it's like the clans, like 3 clans from your server, they become immortal. Like everyone that is inside that server becomes immortal. In this server right now, so before it was Honor, Chaos, and Nulli Sanctum or something like that. And now I think it is Akuma, Internal Fire, and something else that I don't even know. Let me try to find... Where do I see it? Here? Internal Fire, Akuma, and, and Fallen Angels. Yeah, like those are the clans. Right now, like this server, like in the past, it used to be like 3 alliance, and now it's pretty much just like 2 alliance. You know, going after each other. So whenever like one finish like the blast rain, the other one takes it, and that's pretty much how it's been. The easiest way to be immortal is to join a clan who is an ally of an immortal clan. Yeah. Try to, like, the first time that I became an immortal, I was not even a YouTuber or the streamer, right? And the way I did it was like I joined like I think it was like top 5 clan at the time, you know. and he was part of one of these alliance. And yeah, then even as a free-to-play, I became an Immortal. Was pretty dope. The first time I got Immortal was pretty dope though. The second one was okay, and now it's just like, you know, you just get used to. It's actually something so crazy how something like how goals in life are, right? At some point, every player that started to play Diablo Immortal dreams about becoming an Immortal, right? And once you get it, it's pretty cool for those months. But if you get it like more times, it's just like, eh. I mean, it's still like slightly cooler in terms of like aesthetics to be an Immortal than to be a Shadow, of course. But regardless, I feel like Shadows, it is just way easier to maintain. We just turned Immortal. The vaults are so much better as Immortal, but the responsibility is bigger. Actually, it used to be better, but now I feel like as a Shadow, because now as a Shadow, one of the biggest grips that I had with it was that you had cooldown whenever you used to go inside the vault. But now that they removed the vault cooldown, it is actually awesome. It is actually awesome. But I see what you mean. Like now I feel like it is more or less the same. Maybe Immortal is easier because you just need to go inside, kill the guys, and then just leave. You don't have to do the PvE part. You know, like the most annoying thing about like the Shadows vault is like, I'm gonna share an experience that I feel that 99.9% of the players know what I'm talking about. You know, when you are in a vault party with someone that is clearly just started to play the game and they just don't go into the top of that square, that you have 4 squares in each floor. You have 3 people in your fucking squares. You see one that is left over and they don't go there. They just keep running on the portal, or they just stand on top of the other player, and I'm like, holy moly. Like I understand, man. Like we all been newbies at some point, right? We all been, but man, that's some like I mean, like you just gotta look to the screen, man. You just gotta look to the screen. I can see that maybe these guys, they didn't play Zelda when they were kids, man. Because if you play Zelda, like I'm sure you had to figure out all those puzzles, right? But man, it is so irritating. It's like the worst part about the Shadows vaults. I'm sacrificing my 1 p.m. lunch for this. Just go with the new. Oh man, like it's fine. Like at the end of the day, it's always cute. It's like sometimes it's annoying, sometimes it's cute. Depends on how early I have to, you know, how in rush I am for the day. But tell me something. Do you guys do vault multiple times a day, or even multiple times a week? Because I'm gonna be honest, man, I only go, I do my cap, and I'm out. I'll see you next week. When is our Vigils of Blade? I don't know, man. Abadur, I absolutely don't know. I don't know. Don't care about Shadow Clan stuff. I know that a lot of people, they love this clan stuff, but I couldn't care less, man. Like, I don't know. Like, what is this? We have like 3 Vigils of Blade, right, on Sundays? I don't even know. I just couldn't give a fuck. They tell me to be there, I'll be there. That's all I... You do my 10 runs a day because I'm addicted? Oh, dude. You do 10 runs every day in vaults. Jesus Christ. God bless you, man. I think I have to... today I have vigils at 8. Today I have vigils. So probably like in a few minutes, chat, we're gonna have a special guest for a few minutes here on the stream. Let me go here. I'm sure like a lot of you guys already know him. A few probably is gonna meet him for the first time. And no, it's not Elon Musk, okay? I know that you guys been asking for Elon Musk. Elon Musk is gonna be next week, okay? He said it is a bit busy working on the Trump's tariffs so he can only make it like next week, okay? Today we have a different guest. Abu? I mean, I would love to have Abu. But, I mean... It doesn't answer. I type on the Discord. It didn't answer. I think Abu is ghosting me, man. It is what it is, man. I got used to. I have years of ghosting under my belt, man. We all know, boys. All the incels in the chat, boys. We know how that feels. By the way, talking about incel, I saw you guys know like that Netflix show that was popping off? Adolescence. I actually finished watching with my wife. The only thing that was actually very incredible to see about like that show is that the way they made the whole episodes, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the 4 episodes, they are shot in one shot. That's incredible. Like, since the start of the episode until the end, it is a one shot. And I was blown away, man. And on the 3rd episode, man, the dude, the little kid, is such a great actor, man. He's such a great actor. So basically, it was a TV show that got like very famous on the Netflix, which is pretty much like a crime investigation about a little kid that may or not killed another girl. You know, he's a 13-year-old kid. And right in the first seconds, he gets like... The show just starts with him getting arrested. And it's like the whole story around that. It's like a miniseries. It's pretty good. Is that a documentary? No, it's a TV series. But it's like a four episodes, like a mini series. And I like it. Not every TV show needs to be like 8 or 10 episodes. Like, it was 4 episodes and it was great. Sometimes you don't really need to extend a lot, you know. So let me go in here and check how many points do I need. How many more points do we need, chat? Oh, they see. Oh, I got bugged. Oh my god. So I go here. We need 300 points. Okay, we should do this in no time. 300 points is a cakewalk. So I'm gonna do a few more runs, and then I'm gonna get our guest ready. Are you using the Wind Storm? Yeah, I'm using that one for the shoulders. Rewatching Breaking Bad and Saul Goodman, really good. Oh, it's good. Awesome. My wife, like, she didn't watch Breaking Bad, like, whenever it came out. I told her to watch. She fucking loved it. I mean, like, Breaking Bad, in my opinion, is like one of the best shows. It's so good. I also watched like Better Call Saul. It is good, but I don't think it's as good as you know, as the Breaking Bad. But I watched them both. Yo, Radish, what's up, man? Let's go here. Big. The good thing about like doing normal dungeons is like you pretty much destroy everything. You try the glitch with the Lance Breaker Barb and the Essence with the Chains Healer. It's easy. Yeah. That's all you need. And another thing you can do is, for example, yeah, the Lance Breaker will work because like you have like the all AoE, right? I kind of wanted to, like, if you are a Necro, can you guys AFK farm inside the Diablo fight? Is there a way to make that happen? Like, you just kill the boss until the summons come, and then you just AFK farm? Is that a thing? Is that possible? 100%? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's actually what I thought. I've been doing that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, use macro? No, I don't use that shit. I mean, like, I don't mind at all, like, AFK farming by using you know, using mechanics of the game. I don't really care if you do that. But macro users, I usually don't like. I don't like any kind of cheating in that sense. I watched Ozarks. Oh, Ozarks was good, man. I watched it during COVID as well. COVID was the era that I watched like so many TV shows, man. There was not a lot to do, right? Like, you stayed home and you were watching, you know, shows and animes and movies and whatever. It was a great time, chat. Press 1 in the chat if you liked COVID. I mean, like, to be honest, my life didn't change a lot, man. COVID or no COVID, it was not a big deal for me. I'm already a professional, you know, at staying at home, you know. Like, you don't need to put a rule for me to stay at home to stay at home. You know. But there is something that after COVID's changed, okay? For me, after COVID, I got like slightly a bit more resistance to go out. You know, that happened. It didn't used to be like that. It's just like, I always prefer to stay home, like playing games or whatever. But after COVID, definitely now if I have to go out, I'm like, ugh, I have to go out. Auto attack in the game settings, just spam skills with the controller and watching that stream. Let's freaking go. That my boy. That's my. You know what, Radish? I think can any barb please do me this favor? Do me this favor. Can any barb go and check out if this AFK barb build that I made works? This one here. Can you guys confirm? Just go and confirm, like, because I think that it is possible to make the AFK farming build on barb work. I am pretty sure. Let's go here. What is the broken XP glitch? Go check the video, Spirit. It's easier. It has to do with the Diablo boss fight. Why not playing with the Zephyrus build? Like, why not playing with this one? Like, they are working fine. Take too long to farm because you're not attacking? No, but here's the thing. But probably it's gonna proc like faster, right? It's gonna proc faster the dying. I just want someone to try. Okay, just try to see if it works. Because, like, yeah, maybe it's not as fast, obviously, but if it works, it's really good, right? Because you can be working on the side and you just like leave it AFK. Is the broken XP glitch much better than the zone farming? Like, absolutely, like 10 times better. I actually I have it here. I have it here. Wait, I can show you. I have the proof. I'll show you. Because I shown on the video as well. Oh, this guy was watching my video. All right, how do I go this? Okay, this is actually lagging my stream doing this. So if I go here, I'm gonna share with you a... No, shut up, Indez. I don't want you to share shit with me. Wait, where are the timestamps? Wait, I had timestamps. What the fuck? Okay, open world farming. It's here. So open world farming, it is almost 3.5 times worse. Yeah. Yeah. Bro, I am so... What happened to the timestamps? Oh yeah, that's crazy. So it's okay to not stack battle points now? If you can do that in easy level? No, like, the thing is, like, stacking it is always good, right? It's like anything that you can do that doesn't, like, really takes anything from you, and it will, like, give you a small advantage is always better, right? That's just the way I see it. Like, if I go and I save my battle points for Monday instead of like doing after the weekend, that's just gonna give me like twice or 3 times the amount of XP. Why not? FK farming with a Tempest should be a thing. I mean, you cannot have it all, right?
The spirits of my brethren are under his control.
When he's joining, let me actually text him. Where is it? Where are you, brother? Yo, you ready? So probably I'm gonna do this one run and then we go for it. We're gonna have like a nice conversation with our boy. Okay, he's ready, boys. He's ready. All right, we're gonna finish this. I'm gonna take. I have to. We'll need 30 seconds, and then we go. Let's go. Let's go. Big. This guy said, "My mom, I'm on YouTube." Yeah. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, brother. All right. Cool. Cool beans, boys. We get another green. I kind of wanted to farm like 100 greens. So give me 1 second. Alright, chat. It's time. It is time. Give me okay. I'm calling. I'm gonna call. I'm gonna close here. There it is. I'm calling. All right, turning on the camera. Yo.
Yo, man, how's it going?
Yo, okay, say hi to the chat. I want to see before I show you on the webcam. I want to know if someone can recognize your voice. Can you say something to the chat?
How's it going, chat? Does anyone recognize me? Quite a new YouTuber, so maybe that'll give you some hints.
I want to see chat. Can you guys recognize? Because like if I put you on the spot, like it's you know, we can do like a mystery guess. It is from Crane. No, the UK. All right. There it is. Aldo getting LaurethUK. That's right, boys. That's right. Let me put here our boy. There it is. There it is. Did you shave, boy? Maybe I need to do that. I need to follow those steps. Not the beard, not shaving the beard. I'm saying like the head. Wait, is it lagging? Wait, is our boy lagging? Chat, am I lagging?
Oh, yeah.
Or is he lagging? Let me connect again. Let's connect again. I think Laurent may be lagging. Yo.
You still there? Yep.
Yeah. It felt like you're lagging a bit.
I don't know if it was me or if it was you.
No.
You was lagging for me, and I was probably lagging for you, right?
Yeah, like I see your camera like slightly laggy. I don't know why. Wait. We'll fix it. We'll fix this. Okay, so let me just change here. We're gonna change here the thing. All right, we have here. Oh, there it is. Almost. Oh, really nice. So I'm just gonna change here. Give me 1 second. Lawrence. Let's go here. Man, this is like so annoying. Every time I have a new guest, I have to do this. Are you hearing me well? Yeah, you're lagging. Oh my god. Chat, I think it's lagging.
You're like a robot.
Oh, dude, I think our boy is lagging. You guys are seeing me fine, chat? Oh, dude. This is unlucky. Unlucky, boys. I wanna have our boy. No, this is like all right.
Can you hear me then?
Yeah, but it's like a super laggy, bro. I don't know what's happening.
Very strange.
Yeah. I mean, like, can you do like a speed test to see if it's on your side or my side? Because I think I'm good. But
Let me
maybe
just
I
do a
can.
quick
Maybe I
speed
can.
test.
Yeah, I can put you like this small. It's fine. Yeah. All right.
Still
Uh.
lagging?
Uh. Yeah. Okay. Let's do a test. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Am
Oh,
I still
okay.
here?
Okay. Let's.
My upload's fine.
Your upload is fine. So maybe it's on my side, right?
Yeah.
So, guys, if you guys want to ask any question to me or to Lawrence, because it is our special guest, feel free. He's pretty much an expert when it comes to Necromancer. It is our Necromancer. Our Necromancer YouTuber is been popping off like crazy. If you guys still didn't follow Lawrence, please go do. He's not only is a good YouTuber, but also he's an amazing guy, and I'll love if you guys can do that. So, Lawrence, welcome back. Welcome to the stream. How you doing, man?
Thank you.
How have you been?
Yeah, busy. Yeah, real life stuff has been very busy. Work's been busy, and it's just been, yeah, that's why I haven't put out as many videos as I'd like. But, you know, it is what it is.
I mean, like, to be honest, like the honest truth is like there isn't also like a lot to speak except like the new instances for Necromancer that I want to kind of deep dive, right?
Agreed.
Because Necromancer, man, you guys are lucky. You gotta admit, like, you guys are so lucky that you always get, at least for the past, what, like, I will say, like, maybe like since the Vortex, you had the Vortex, then you had like the big Golem coming, then we had
Yep.
what? No, I'm saying the big Golem was like the pet, the big one that allows you guys to AFK farm a lot. Then you had now like the Golem tank, and now not only you had the Golem tank, now you're also gonna have a mount. What is this about? I'm actually envious.
I know, when I see it on the notes when they were leaked, I was like, oh my god. And we spoke about this in my Discord as well as in the actual main Diablo Immortal Discord and in the Necromancer channel for a long time about having a mount. And yeah, so so it's come true. And it's going to be absolutely amazing. From them videos we've seen, Christ, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. As long as it looks as good as it, or feels as good as it looks.
So this is actually something that you guys already been asked for. I actually had no idea.
Yeah, we've spoke about it in the main Necro channel for a while, saying that we should have some sort of mount. And I think originally it was like just as a joke, maybe like some sort of golem that you just jump on and you kind of just stomp around. But yeah, this rhino sounds pretty cool. Yeah, I'm intrigued. I can't wait to get my hands on it.
I think it sounds more than cool. Like it's like when I saw it, I literally couldn't believe what I was watching. Because like,
yeah.
First it didn't feel like it kind of fitted like the Necro because it's a rhino, but then it's like a skeleton rhino, right? So it was like making a lot of sense, but like I don't know, I feel like at the end of the day barbarians should have had a mount and not Necro. That's what I think. That's what I think.
How would they do? What sort of mount would you want? Are you on about? Because I think you said about this the other week. I think you said something like a Kodo from WoW.
Yeah, a Kodo, like, I don't know. It has to be like some sort of like dinosaur, you know? Not dinosaur in the sense of be like T-Rex or something like that, but I mean like when you look like to a rhino, it reminds you of a dinosaur, you know? Because it still has like that very primitive like kind of skin, horns, you know. So something along those lines, I would love to see it coming. But he also had to have some kind of like tribal decoration on top of the mount, you know, like maybe like what do you call like those things that they tap, like you know? Dude, I forgot. What is it?
It's like a war drum.
You guys think it's me that is lagging? No, don't tell me. Oh, if it's me, it's lagging. Okay, I'm gonna close everything. So you're having a rough time watching me, right? Yo, can you hear me? Ah, dude. Don't tell me.
I can hear you.
Okay, I'm gonna try to disconnect, and I'm trying to connect again. Because like there's nothing. Ah, dude, this is so annoying, chat. Okay, I'm gonna try to connect again. I mean, like on the game, I'm fine. Yeah, I think it may be me that I'm lagging, right? Yeah, oh, I couldn't even connect to him, which is pretty sad, man.
You there?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm gonna
It's
try
most
to.
probably a Discord issue.
Yeah, because I'm running the game. The game is completely fine though, so I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
But it is definitely annoying. Let me go here. No.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Guest camera, Discord. This one. Give me 1 sec. I'm trying to adjust this so you can appear again. Oh, dude. I had this so nicely already. Try voice only. I mean, we can try. I mean, but I'd love to see. I love that you guys could check Lawrence, man. I mean, he has such a beautiful face. Like, why not? You know? Okay, let's go here. I'm gonna try one last time. Okay, chat. Maybe here. All right, gonna. Okay. One last try. One last try, chat. And if this doesn't work, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah.
It is what it is.
Just Discord being Discord.
Yeah. It's insane how these service has like so many years and yet it still sucks. It is good in many ways, but I feel like for voice calls and all these things, it tends to like to lag a lot. It's not like 100% reliable.
No.
But for the Discord and all these things, and I actually like talking about Discord. I know that you did a new Discord, right?
Yeah, my Discord's been up and running for a few months now.
And how is it going? It's rough.
We're going all right. I think it's about 320 members, so
nice. And how active it is, because like that's the issue, man. Like the number itself, it doesn't like really matter. What it matters like how many active members you have. Is it being active?
Yeah, it's being used. Yeah, every day, which is
okay.
good.
Yeah, that's like the roughest part, man. Because like what happens like at the start, like everyone is super excited about like the new server, or like because you know like, and then it kind of goes down. So as a okay, so in the past, Lawrence, I used to have a Discord server with more than 7,000 people. And
wow.
And I put a lot of time in it, right? Like admin and all these things. And this time I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it because I feel like it will take like a lot of my time, and it does. It still does, because like whenever people join to your Discord, even though I'm not there all the time, but people just have like that expectation that, you know, maybe like on the Discord they will have a closer relationship with you. And that is gonna take like extra time.
Yes.
So how do you feel about that?
Well, I was quite lucky because I'd already built up quite a following on the main channel in the Necro community. because I used to do infographics and things like that for them. I brought some of those over into my channel straight away, and
Oh,
so we've got an area where we can talk about necro stuff and kind of theory craft as well in my Discord channel, as well as having the main areas where everyone can talk, and then people that I've brought over are very active and help a lot of people out. So it's
oh,
very
that's
good
awesome.
and keeping conversation flowing. So it is really, really good. Got quite a good team there that helps out.
Because it's mainly like just focusing on one thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Definitely, I feel like that's like the challenge, right? So whenever you starting out, it's always easier to start out like with a very niche thing where people know what they are gonna go there for. They know that they're gonna get like, you know, these masterminds when it comes to Necromancer. But then maybe along the way you want to grow a bit more than that. And then whenever you try to do that, then people are gonna give some pushback, you know, oh, you have changed, you know, like
Yeah, for sure. Don't get me
all-
wrong. I've got the Discord is set out with all the different class channels. It's got everything you'd need in there to be a complete Discord.
Mhm.
But most of the conversations is obviously about Necromancer because
Yeah.
that's what I do.
Obviously.
But we've got the other channels in there because the guys that I've got there kind of we talk about a lot of different things. They do play other classes. So if there's any help that people need, they can always go into them other channels and help out anyway. So it's really quite worked out quite well.
Yeah, that's then like whatever we do, and especially for you, right? Like you have a job and all these things. You always need some help. I actually got like some great guys as well. Especially like I got like one girl, fuck dude, like she like the drama queen, she's a
Drama
literally she's godly. Yeah, if you get like one or two people like that can like really help you on the Discord, definitely I feel like
Yeah.
Discord is really nice for community building.
I think
Uh,
so. You need it in a game like this.
Yeah, because
100%.
yeah, because like what else there is like outside of like the updates and all these things, there is the community, and the community is the thing that usually keep us, you know, playing the game. So since the last time we spoke, not on the stream, but because I'm curious, but remember like that conversation we had like a few months back, you know,
Yep.
when you know, like you were starting to pop off, you had and you were like trying to branch out, and how are things going since then?
Oh, they're going great. You know, I think when we first had that initial conversation, it was about kind of like the types of videos that I was putting out. And I think the conversation that we had over that period of time was just very, very helpful especially for a new YouTuber. And since then, you know, I've changed a lot of the things that I was doing. The advice you give was great. And yeah, every video that I put out now seems to do very well, which is good, which is awesome. You know,
Yeah,
this is exactly what I wanted. The growth, I kind of didn't expect the growth to be as much as it has been. You know, shortly we'll be hitting 4,000 subs, and I've only been doing it since November.
damn.
You know, so it's yeah, it's really gone really well, really well.
So since November, I think I started early, like late August. So yeah, September, October, so 3 months apart. So yeah, so in a way, like I think before you, I think I was the newest YouTuber to pop off, right? Like
Yeah.
at least at least I don't know if there is someone else there that is trying to create content like this, but I mean, like doing it in a way that, you know, managed to get some success. I think after you, is there anyone that came after you, like since
don't-
November?
I don't know of any at the moment. Not that's kind of popped off in a way that I have, I suppose.
Yeah, yeah.
I know there's a lot of people out there that are trying to branch into it for sure. But I think it's just that you've got to, I think like you said, you've got to hit that mark when it comes to what you want to figure out what you want to do. You know, stick with one thing instead of trying to do hundreds of different things, and get that known for yourself first, because then people will follow you. Be a pillar of the community almost, you know, make them aware that you are the person they can come to for that one thing and ask you any questions, instead of just trying to be someone that wants to do everything and just get, I suppose, the subs.
Yeah, you actually hit in a very key point, because, you know, like that's like we go back like to the conversation we had, right? The main problem that I feel, if I have to identify like certain problems that I see like new YouTubers that they are trying to build up a channel, doesn't matter what it is, but especially like when it comes like to gaming in an already like established game, is that, like you say, they don't first think what is my value proposition, like where do I actually stand out, like what is gonna be my message, like where, like, because like it's very easy to look at like the top and trying to copy the top, right? Because but you know, like before I started like doing videos like covering news, I was like the bottom guy, right? And the same way that probably right now you're the necro guy, but I'm sure like you're gonna evolve like, in the future like to something else.
Sure.
And I will say like definitely 100%, if you want to start like a channel, try to understand where you're coming from. Like for me was a barbarian, and then the second thing was that I was free to play, and there was not a lot of free to play players, and I still think that above the barbarian thing, being the free to play YouTuber, it is kind of still like the thing that most people know me for.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think? Do you think like that's accurate? Because like that's just the perspective I get.
100%. 100%. You know, whenever you see anyone talking like in world chat or in just party chats or clan chats, I suppose YouTubers' names come up all the time. And if it's to do with a free-to-play YouTuber, your name's always there. You know, so you've definitely got yourself, you know, as the free-to-play YouTuber. Although you did troll everyone on April Fools, which was really, really good.
That was a godly video. Okay,
That was really good.
the like I am sure like a few people here in the chat right now, they got trolled. Chat, press
100%.
one. Press one in the chat if you actually believed in the April Fool's video, man, that I said that I was not free to play. That was you know what? I actually got like a few compliments regarding the acting. People like really believe that shit. Even my wife said that you know, maybe she's gonna
Oscar worthy, man.
yeah, she's gonna be like, man, if you actually lie to me, maybe I'll also start believing it. I'm like, I don't want you to think that. Jug is as a question. We gotta hear a question. Chat. Jug is asking, do you think PvE wise has Wizard past Tempest, Barb or Crusader damage wise? So do you think like Wizard is doing more damage than all these other classes?
Probably not. But Wizard is good. I think Crusader's up there though.
Yeah, Jug, I don't know where you got that idea. But no, like Wizard, it is probably like right now in the A tier, maybe A minus, I will say. But it's not close in terms of DPS to I mean, like probably it's close to Barb, but I don't think it's close to Tempest or like Crusader. Oh,
Insane.
Crusader is insane. Only someone that never played Crusader, he doesn't understand. Like, it is literally, you just click 3 buttons, you walk, and you blast everything.
Yep.
It's absolutely crazy. All the people hyping a Wizard, I mean, they can hype it as much as they want, but the fact is that it's like, it is exciting whenever you have new builds for a certain class. Absolutely, I think we all like that. And you had like, for example, Aura that just came out with a new PvP build. There was like Maul that came out like with that you know, like the lightning novas around you. I think it was Aura also that came out like with that, you know, massive like you know, ice blocks, firestorm tornadoes. It was pretty awesome. It doesn't mean that build is specific. It is like god tier in terms of damage, but he absolutely looks really good, right?
Yeah, for sure. You know, Beast in there saying Seder steals damage is not real. I suppose.
Zader steals damage. Oh, you mean like
because of overkill.
They do the overkill thing, right?
100%.
Okay, but that's not like really a Crusader problem. That's probably like a a development problem, right? Like they just have to get that out of like the damage meters. But still, if you can go out of your way and to one shot all these packs, it is still very, very good, man. I feel like for me, when it comes like to top tier damage, I will put Crusader at first. I will put probably I will say maybe Necro second, just because I think Necro, it is way easier to build up a high damage Necro than a high damage Tempest. Because like with Tempest, you need like a lot of crit, you need a lot of attack speed, and with a Necro, you need what? You need to put your build on, maybe some dots, and then you just run and you just do a lot of damage. It's still the same build, one that you just resolve everything.
Yeah, it's still dot resolver. Yeah, you Raving Silence legs. But I think when it comes to stat wise, you just want to chuck on. You know, the only dot you actually need is the helm. Study menace. That's the only dot you need. The rest of it just should be damage amp through crit chance and raw damage, and then you'll just be blasting the numbers. So as long as you've got the gems and the stats that do that, there's going to be no worries with that. So.
Yeah, that's the adaptation that I think after we saw like the testing. So there was a like Cranny made that video that popped off for the Barbarian, right? Like the with the demo shout that also is resolve the dots and all these things.
Yes.
But what this other guy that he mentioned on his video managed to solve is like, while Orat was coming up with an approach of like, okay, you just come with the dots, you extend the duration of the dots, and then you just blow up everything. This other guy thought, okay, what if we just amplify all these damage modifiers from all these, you know, like the Spectral Glass, Berserker Eye, Morn Skull, whatever it is, the, you know, increased damage. And you just put it on, and you figured it out that actually does more damage than doing these all other shenanigans. And,
for sure. The amount of times I get asked about kind of, you mentioned like Misery Elixir, you know, increasing the dots durations and things like that. The amount of people that ask that question, well, how does that actually increase your damage? And what people don't realize how that works. You know, it's surprising how many people don't actually know that the duration you're increasing it from is just going to apply more damage because you're resolving the dot.
Yeah. Yeah, I think like 24% duration increase. It is. Do you think it's more? I think it is probably more than 25% increased damage. It gotta be, right?
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah. If I don't know the math, I'm not a math magician, right? But I will think that is probably more. Because like I remember like one of I saw like on Discord the guy that did the whole like Barbarian research. It said like remove the dots, but one that you want to keep it is definitely the Misery Elixir, because that increased duration is gonna give you more increased damage than probably most of like these 2 stars.
Yeah, 100%. You know, you'll probably find that Misery Elixir will do more damage than say Berserker's Eye.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm actually kind of sad that I am reaching to that point on the game that I think I'm becoming a free-to-play whale, man. Like I'm not using a lot of like these 1 stars, you know. Like I think I'm about to retire my Berserker Eye.
But that is the progression, right? You know, even as a free-to-play player, it doesn't matter what kind of state of the game you're in, you will have that progression. It will just take you longer to hit that progression, where you will start dropping the 1 stars off for 2 stars, and then eventually the 2 stars off for the 5 stars. Yeah. It's just a progression that will happen. And over time, when more gems come available, you know, look at Colossus Engine, you know, an amazing 5-star gem. Jeez. It's unbelievable.
Do you have it?
Yeah, I've just turned it into a 4-star, and I'm 1 upgrade away from rank 5. Just getting it.
It's I feel like the gem above all just looks awesome. You know.
Well, yeah, for sure.
You just become like big, a big dude or a big girl like I am right now in the okay. One thing, like I saw these comments and I kind of wanted to ask you. Some people said that the main reason why they are nerfing the chains and the melee attack for the Tempest is to push them to sell more Colossus Engine, because they are nerfing the skill range, but they are giving more skill range with a 5-star. What do you think about this?
Yeah, I could see that being a balancing thing that they're doing. I would agree with that.
But do you think like but okay, I agree that maybe is a balancing thing, but I don't know if it's like completely related to the 5-star. Maybe like it's just like pushing a bit like the.
Yeah, it might not be completely related to the 5-star, sure. I think that the nerf to say chains, for instance, is probably more due to the fact that there's been a lot of, uproar about being
Crying?
dragged off the screen.
A
Yeah.
lot of. Let's call it what it is. Let's call it what it is. A lot of crying.
You could definitely say crying for sure.
Oh, no, I just hope like I am okay with the nerfs. I understand. Whenever I play the other classes, obviously the chains are very powerful. Like we all know that. But I feel like it is a bit harsh. Like 50%, even like for the Tempest, I think it's just like a bit too much. Like removing it like at half. But am I still gonna stop using the chains? Probably not, because before the chains, Barbarian used to be like very kiteable. Like everyone could kite. There was no way to reach to the backline or anything. So maybe I think what they are trying to do is just like, okay, we're gonna remove like these chains and we're gonna start applying this leap. I don't know if you saw like the instances for Barb. They are all like about like pushing these these leap and all these things.
But like you said, it's all about closing the gap, isn't it? So you can always be close to the range classes, so you don't get it kited.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want any kiting going on.
Some people are saying it's lagging. Is it lagging? For me, it's fine. I am watching the stream. Yeah, I think it's fine. Try to guys, just try to refresh the browser to see if that fix. Let me see. We had more here. Like Cisco was saying, I just give more damage as a barb than most Zaders that I play with in PvE. No, but there's nothing to do with the class, right? That's probably it's a player issue, because if we put Barbarian and Crusader in the same like power and the same like optimized builds, I feel like Crusader will take the win, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. We have here someone on Twitch. He was asking, Mojo was asking you, can you put me in Akuma? I will suck them toes. What the hell?
Well, he would definitely have to just ask the clan leader. If he wants to join Akuma, it's not down to me. Even if you suck my toes.
Oh, dude. Yeah. I mean, it is almost an offer that is hard to refuse, but
it is 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not up to him for sure. Brando is asking, is it actually better running 4 different classes? For example, in Challenge Rift, using just a few, using the Survivor Paragon tree with the different skill traits compared to the best Paragon tree normally. So basically, what I think this is asking is like, should I use the most optimal DPS Paragon tree, or should I use the Survivor? Which one do you usually go with?
And the most optimal.
Always big damage?
Yeah, big damage. I find that even if you're going in with a group that's, actually made to use that ability with the different crits and so you can get extra crit, it's just not worth it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm gonna try something, Lawrence. I'm gonna not show my camera, okay? I don't know if this is gonna work, okay? Maybe it will help, okay? You don't mind?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe that will help, maybe with a bit with the lag. So yeah, guys, if you guys have more questions, just put them in the chat so I can ask Laurent or ask both of us. So we are just here speaking about the game. I just want to go back a bit to that conversation that we were having now about creating content and starting out, because I'm also curious about those things. I want to ask you, if you had to start again and you had to go, you see an uprising YouTuber, what will be the advice, the best advices that you'll give now that you've been doing this for a few months?
I think the advice would be, pick something that you're good at and stick to it. Don't try and be a master of everything, because it's just impossible. Stick to that one thing that you kind of know very well, and just go with it. Don't hesitate, just get into it, and push forward, and see what happens. If you want to start making a channel, there's no better time to, start is right now. Just get on with it. If you don't start, you're never going to know what can happen.
No, that's the part that you just said. The best time to start it is right now, and you know that for many years I kind of pushed the idea of having a channel, and a lot of times it's like you always think, oh no, now it's too late, oh everyone is already doing it, it like whatever, insert like I'm already too old for this shit,
Yeah.
whatever you're gonna say. I started and I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. I still feel like there is always opportunity. I think like if you're decent, and as you said, like as long as you bring some value or some unique value to the table, I think like the time to start is now. And also I just want to add something. Maybe you're not like that great at the game, okay? But maybe you're just an awesome dude. Like you just have that personality. Or maybe you're just funny. Like there is so many other things that go besides the game. The game usually, the way I think it is, the game, it is like the honey that will attract the viewers into you. But then they're gonna have to like you for some reason, right? So everyone, for example, loves LaurethUK because LaurethUK is like this Einstein when it comes like to the calculations with the spreadsheets, right? Mo is just like seems like a chill dude, it likes speed leveling and all these things. You seems like a chill dude, you love Necro, you play with Necro, everything related to Necro, you bring it on, and so on, so on, so on. So don't let also sometimes the game be a limitation, or also what people think is like, oh, this game is dying, so maybe why spending the time, right? Which I want to kind of touch like on that topic, because like I feel like every few months we are talking about like how dead Diablo Immortal is, and I'm pretty sure that
but we just had them figures released and it was surprising.
Yeah, so okay, that got leaked and then got deleted, okay?
Yeah.
But there was no confirmation. So whatever LaurethUK is saying is that there was this post that NetEase came out with the profits for Diablo Immortal, and it was in the first quarter. So first quarter is what? It is 3 months, right? January, February, and March. 60 million. So
yeah,
an average of like 20 million. Do you believe that?
it's hard to say, isn't it? Whether it's true or not. They're the figures we have to go on. You can probably say they're inflated somewhat. But we all know that the game is always attracting new players. And while it's still attracting new players and people are still spending money, the game is still in a good state, a good position, I suppose. But no doubt it is still going down, like we've said before in other videos. The game, when a game launches, it's up at a high, and then it progressively goes down until it's no more. It's always in a dying state.
Yeah, I feel like just by judging the number, and then I went and I check out like these massive gacha games, right? Okay, I went to compare with those, like Genshin Impact, Wandering Waves, Honkai Star Rail, and all these other things, which they have a way bigger player base than Diablo Immortal. And in those games, if we look at the numbers, they are struggling to go above 20 million. Okay, Wandering Waves, I think it was like about like around 18 million. Then there was like Honkai, like goes a bit above, and then you have like a Genshin Impact a bit more above. And for you to tell me that Diablo Immortal, it is in the middle of like these games that have like millions and millions and millions of players,
Yeah.
it is kind of sus. On the flip side, maybe an argument can be said that Diablo Immortal has an older audience, maybe with more money, right? That can be an argument to be made. But overall, I still feel like it does not compensate the you know, like, I don't know, man. It's just like, I believe that this game still does well or decently well when it comes like to the monetary value, probably. But I will put it like probably around like the 5 million. I think it does like 5 million. Obviously, this is just like an estimation based on like the player base numbers that we saw. But one thing that this is also counts the numbers that they have on China, right? So
Yes.
maybe net is the 20 million in the global, right? Like China plus all over the world. Maybe either way, I think it was very, very surprising to see that number.
I was surprised.
Yeah. Now I'm kind of even more pissed, and I'm gonna explain why. If you're making 20 million and you're not putting the same quality of content as these other gacha games and all these things are putting, they are pumping like massive storylines, massive updates every like 2-3 weeks, man. It's insane. And like we have to wait because like it feels like we are looking at Diablo Immortal like it is a dying game. So everything that they throw at us, it is just like, oh my god, now we have this, you know?
I think that goes to a video I think that Echo was talking about the other day, saying that you kind of have these these events are always just rehashed.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the events, no dungeons, no new events, no.
Yeah.
They just like a lot of lack of innovation. Systems that are being introduced in the game, they are very underwhelming. I was me and you and pretty much any other player like in Diablo Immortal, we were so excited for like the crafting. I was actually like, okay, this is it. This is like the thing that probably is gonna open up maybe a more MMO-ish kind of vibe, and I got like very disappointed, man.
But I think that goes to say, like, you're a min-maxer. You like to min-max. Everyone who plays an ARPG, they're min-maxers. They want to be able to kind of go to the crafting table. They want to be able to kind of change stats, and they don't want it to cost an absolute fortune. The fact that, you know, to change your class skill, you know, is going to cost you 10 Terra essences. Just a bit of a joke.
10 Terrances, man. Like, you know, like we pushed a lot as a partner, like since day one of like the enchant feature, which we're not expecting. Okay, that feature we are not expecting, and I think like the positive, you know, reaction to the enchanting feature was really nice, and I feel like it is better to have it than not to have it, obviously, and it is the way I see it, as like having the option of changing with 10 Terrances is better than not having the option. Yet I still feel like the enchant feature, it is super costly, and even for a min-maxer, I think it is because it's like 10 Terrances for one roll, man. One roll that you don't even know if you're gonna have it.
Now, if that was 10 to pick what you wanted, would that be okay? I still don't think it would.
If it was deterministic?
Yeah, so you could actually go, right, I'm going to roll 10 and I'm going to be able to pick the exact effects I want. I still think that's too much. I think maybe 5 would be the right cost there. And maybe 1 for just re-rolls that are random.
I think if you told me, okay, I'm going to pay 10 Terra Rifts and it's deterministic, even though I still think, and I agree with you, that it is a bit too much, I will probably still be okay with it. And because like it will remove a lot of like the gambling, right? It's just like, you know, when something in life is gonna cost you a lot, but you know that for sure if you pay a bit extra, at least you know you're getting the right thing, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know, like I actually cannot give like a good example, but I feel like that exactly the same way, right? Like if you told me that I pay 10 but I can be deterministic, however, I see where you're coming from, because the reality is like if we look at the lifespan of all of like these items, they are very short, right? Because we have like this constant increase on the combat rating. And it's not like, for example, like I have like these shoulders right here, and no, I think it's the headpiece. Okay, I have like a headpiece is completely godly, like 42 willpower, strength, attack speed, a critical hit chance, and you know, critical hit damage. I would love to just keep this piece. Like this piece, I can keep it for like many, or like at least like 2 or 3 difficulties. I feel like that will be a way that I would like the game to proceed in the future. Would you like to do that, or do you like the constant grind of like the gear all the time?
I suppose coming from other Diablo games, I think the grind for gear is always kind of, I could get better, that dopamine fix, you know, where you want to get that dopamine, you know, trying to find that best piece. But I can see where you're coming from, 100%. You know, maybe class gear could be saved in the armory, so you don't have to re-roll that fix.
Because like I'll tell you, for example, a problem that happened with me, right? I had the 4 out of 4 flowing strike. Okay, I had the gear, but then I keep switching classes. But even if I wanted to go back to it, the last time I played Tempest, it was what, like 2 months ago or something like that.
Yeah.
That gear, it is absolutely garbage. You know, like I will be like 1000 combat rating below. You know, it is almost unusable at this stage.
Yeah.
And I hope that in the future, maybe this is just like maybe a massive copium. But I kind of wanted like to have a resource, probably like very rare to get, but that it could bump the combat rating or the stat of the gear. Because like I said, like it's not every day that you actually have a piece that is pretty much perfect. It's not. I played this game for about a year, right? The perfect pieces, it is so rare to get. Having a 42 willpower, strength, attack speed, critical hit chance, and critical hit damage with the only thing is not max roll, it is like the critical hit chance, but I think maybe I could get it a bit up, like with the enchant system. It is insanely rare. So whenever I have these, I kind of wanted to have a way inside the game, maybe with some resource, that instead of like being a 2400 combat rating, I'll just throw this item and now it's just gonna bump it up like the main stats and the combat rating, or maybe just the combat rating. I'll be fine, because at the end of the day, all I was looking was for these substats. Would you be okay with something like that?
I could see that working out. You know, I know they do. They need to do a lot with the game currently when it comes to the stats, the grind, people that are joining the game. You know, the amount of time it takes for a new player. I think I see it on Reddit today. Someone asking how long it takes to get level 30 gear as a new player, and you know, I felt really sorry for them, because, brutally honest, you know, you're talking minimum 6 to 7 months if you really grind. And that just sounds insane saying that, right?
No. If you really grind, it can be done in I like nowadays it can be done in 100 days. But we are talking about like degenerate grinding, okay?
Yeah.
Degenerate, okay? It can be done, because now also we have like the Seeker's Path. But for a normal human being, most likely it will take you above 6 months, if not 1 year, depending on how casually you go. The good news is like you actually don't need to be like rank 30. That's the good news. I mean, you don't. Like after you get like the rank 26, it's all
The only
only.
downside to that is, you say that, but to only do enchants, don't you have to have gear at level 30?
Oh, yeah. Now you kind of
Maybe.
punch me in the dick, man.
I'm sorry, man, but maybe that.
No,
needs
you're
to be
right.
your
You're
new-
right. You're right. You're absolutely right. Because I like whenever I level up, like I only needed to actually go to level 26. But back then we didn't have the enchant system. But you're absolutely right. I feel like the enchant feature is becoming like a such a core feature
Yeah.
that will enable you so many things. Even though it's costly as F. I still like, even yesterday I roll like 2 or 3 items, and I saw my gold dust like boom 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 boom
Yeah,
boom.
for sure.
And then I lost like 2,000 dust just like that. And
Whenever I re-roll, I have to go and convert my scraps to dust just so I can keep going. It's,
Oh, dude.
it's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
yeah,
You know, there's not been a Diablo game that is as costly when it comes to enchanting as DI.
yeah, really. Oh no, yeah, pretty sure. You're
I'm
completely
pretty
right.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't, from what I remember, and it's been a while since I played like Diablo 3, but I know that some of the enchants or the rerolls in that did get expensive when it come to gold. But
Mhm.
gold was like so plentiful in that game that it didn't
Yeah.
matter. You know, you had billions and trillions of gold. Didn't
Yeah,
matter. You
yeah.
could just reroll for days. But in this game, you know, you're lucky, like you say, if you haven't got that many scraps sitting around because you haven't played the game very long, but you have managed to get your gear to level 30. It doesn't even matter that you got your gear to level 30 because you're not going to be able to reroll anyway.
That's what I was thinking just now as you're saying that. Imagine you got, yes, I unlocked it, and then you look at the materials, and I'm like, because like we are fortunate that whenever the enchant system came, we already had a lot of months of like these scraps and gold dust sitting in our bags. You way more than me, I'm sure, but we had this deposit of like things, and we can actually go. And I remember on the first day I was like, oh fuck it, man, I'll have like, I just threw like 10,000 or like 20,000 dust, right? The gold is like it was nothing. Like I was just excited like to min-max the whole gear. And after that day I just realized, holy shit, I almost drained all my resources of like the past 6 months trying
Like
to
that-
min-max everything.
That half an hour just cost me everything.
Exactly. Dan in the chat was saying that the problem is that most resources are time gated, which sucks. Yeah, that's absolutely true. That's actually the key point that actually, in my opinion, it ruined the whole crafting system, right? The weekly cap, but I don't know how they will do it. You know, like the weekly cap, it is a way to avoid the AFK farming. So it's like a necessary evil, but at the same time, it ruins the whole fun. You know,
There's only one thing that ruins the fun. And I'll say this because I know you and Echo have been talking about this a lot recently.
Yeah.
And sadly, people don't like to hear it, but the thing that ruins this game as a Diablo game is PvP. Because we wouldn't have all these time-gated things if it wasn't for PvP. The only reason we have time-gated things in this game is to make sure that everyone's at a level playing field so that no one is too ahead of the others when it comes to like server paragon, when it comes to the gems. You know, in other Diablo games, gems and that drop, there's no gate on them. You know, they just drop. You get as many as you want whenever you want. PvP is the time gate here because that is what holds us back.
Yeah, you're probably right. And that's why you know, whenever thinking about if I wanted the new Diablo Immortal game, and I asked this to Echo, it's like, do you want it to be? And actually, I'm gonna ask you before I say the answer. If there was a Diablo Immortal 2, okay, Blizzard announced it on the next BlizzCon that's gonna happen next year. They say Diablo Immortal 2, it is coming. It's coming on mobile, desktop, blah 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 blah. And it's gonna be a full PvP lobby experience. Okay, you go, you have a preset, you know, you have your character, you can select your class, like a PvP game. Imagine like you're gonna play, you know, Valorant in a way. You know, like you pick your class, you go inside the lobby, and then you do PvP. You have multiple maps, leaderboards. You can do your arena team. You can go, well, you know, PvP game. Or the other one. Now the new Diablo Immortal is gonna be a full-fledged PvE experience with way more depth and more character customization. Which one would you pick?
I would pick the PvE.
Why?
I think that I just get more enjoyment out of that, and the longevity of the game would just be for people that enjoy that side of it. I think it would just be great, and that is what a true Diablo game is.
Fuck it. Now, okay, that's what a Diablo game is. It always was, right? And my answer was also the same, even though, you know, I love PvP, right? And one of the main reasons why I play this game, it is for the PvP. But if I had to choose between the PvE or the PvP, but you had to promise me that it was going to be a challenging experience in PvE. Not of this bullshit that we have, right?
Oh,
like
yeah, for sure.
Something, it doesn't need to be like super hardcore, sweaty hard, but something, no combat rating, no no pay to win,
Nope.
and only cosmetics. Okay, I would sign right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Definitely. 100%. I agree. It would be amazing to have a game just like that. It would also be... Wouldn't it just be too similar to D3 then?
But is D3 on the mobile?
Sadly not.
That's the thing.
D3 was great. I don't know how many hours you put into it, but I put probably, you know, not as many as some of the big YouTubers out there, but I probably did 5,000 hours across all the classes. Mainly Necro, obviously. But it was such a great game, you know. Certain parts of it were just a grind fest where they're really easy, but when you was actually pushing the greater riffs, some of them were challenging, and it was really good. And then they brought in the little challenge kind of dungeon things that they did, and that were quite interesting as well. And the game, DIY could have took so much from that, but instead we've got what we've got, and we have to kind of deal with that and enjoy it to the best we can, I suppose.
Yeah. We have Dan saying that the only thing that makes this game enjoyable is PvP.
Agreed. I think, like I said, there's going to be people out there that just want to play the game for PvP. Indez just said that as well. He liked the game because it's got the PvP aspect. I enjoy PvP, but sadly, it's what holds the game back from being a full-fledged Diablo game.
It's like those things that, and I saw it like in many other games. It is really, really hard to make a very good game that has a perfect balance between PvE and PvP. And that's why, like, the greatest games, usually, they are just focused in one thing. Or they are full PvP games, or they are full PvE games.
Yeah.
This mix, it's kind of, you're gonna have mid-tier PvP experience and mid-tier PvE experience, because as you said, probably the PvP, it is, well, I think like is the reason why the PvP experience is mid in Diablo Immortal, I think a lot has to do with the pay to win aspect, because like the experience itself, whenever you're playing inside the battlegrounds, the way the characters feel, like all these builds that you can do in these things, they feel kind of good. They kind of feel kind of good, but obviously it gets a bit ruined because of the pay to win. And on the other side, as you said, and well, we have the PvE experience that, well, we are having weekly camps, we are having all these weekly, all like these shenanigans to try to contain your power, combat rating, just to keep like the players more or less around the same level, same power. But at the end of the day, they can't. And I feel like now that I'm talking about this, I feel like by containing all and having all these weekly caps, what it does, it is that, oh, if you want to grow more power and you can't because you're capped on this, and that, well, you got to swipe, right? That's literally
100%.
the only way they can do that.
But then the trouble is, there is an issue with that, because even if you swipe, the difference that you get from the amount of money you put in. So say, for instance, you were a free-to-play player just like yourself, You're at a
Mhm.
point where you've done all your caps. You can't get any more kind of combat rating. You can't do any more of that. But you suddenly decided tomorrow I'm gonna become a whale. I'm
Yeah.
gonna spend so much money that I'm gonna get the max amount of residents you possibly can. The CR difference would be 2K maximum.
Yeah. But
It's
at
not
least I
really
will be able to do challenge dungeons. Hey.
exactly, and you'll be able to one shot most people in PvP. You know why not? But you're also like 100 grand in out of pocket. You know, and the
Yeah.
rest.
It's not that I need it, you know. It's just like, it's just no. It's I don't know. It's like at the end of the day, like I really feel like this game it will be what it always was. But again, now that I think like if they are really making 20 million per month, like, and if this actually becomes like official information, I will be very very disappointed, right? Because I could
Yeah.
understand, you know, Blizzard maybe doesn't have enough resources and all these things because maybe like the game is not doing that hot or whatever, you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, man, it is a $1 billion company. It's not like we're talking about here like an indie studio that just made this game.
No,
out of,
exactly.
you know, like
We're talking about the company that made World of Warcraft. Come on.
yeah, like we cannot really go so low with our you know, expectations, and also you know, the demands, no, maybe it's not demanding, is not like the right word. It's just like, man, we've been playing these games for such a long time from Blizzard, and I feel like maybe we got spoiled. Okay, I feel like we still think like the old time how Blizzard was, and maybe like like everyone says like the new games, or at least this new era, is not as great as like the old games. But I feel like it is. Do you think like it is a Blizzard problem, or you think it is more like the way the gaming sphere, you know, like it kind of shifted over the years?
I think you're right. It's just the way gaming is nowadays. You know, I think back in the day when it was like Blizzard doing World of Warcraft and they had their couple of year expansion that would come out. You know, nowadays it's like there's more just downloadable content, and then you've got mobile gaming that's come into it, and mobile gaming is huge now. And these companies, instead of like most games that are free to play, you know, you can go onto them, log in, free to play. You know, look at
Yeah.
Path of Exile for PC. We've obviously got Diablo, which is free to play. Diablo Immortal, completely free to play. But they've also got that massive pay to win part in it, so they can make money for the game, so they can continue giving us things. But if they're making so much money but not giving us content, then that's going to make people angry, just like you said. You know, every game is doing this nowadays. I don't think it's just a Blizzard thing or any sort of you know, developer in general. I think it's just the whole concept now is just that way. It's a money making scheme. Can I blame them? No, they're going to want to make money for the businesses.
Do you think like players will get tired one day of this bullshit that's been happening?
Maybe, but I think as time goes on, I think people will just settle into this is the way it is.
Yeah, it is what
You know,
it is, right?
yeah, look at DI when it first came out, massive numbers. Everyone raged because it was massively pay to win. The numbers went down, but the game didn't stop then. It still carried on, and it has done what 3 years in now, you know. And I quite believe we'll have another couple of years at least. What will be after that? Who knows? I know that they're talking about D4 having a 10-year plan. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I saw more or less like the roadmap. I didn't went like inside the goodies. I can see like Diablo Immortal, Diablo 4 having like a bigger longevity because they can always have like that money coming in like with the expansions. But I just feel like I played Diablo 4 recently, and yeah, man, like I think the game is fucking struggling. It's just like struggling to
Yeah.
find like solutions. And I feel like one thing that feels like it is happening with the Diablo games in general is it feels like they are always playing this catching up to other companies, you know, They are like you see like Path of Exile, you see like Last Epoch, man. People don't fucking talk about Last Epoch enough, but the game itself, like it's trying to always pushing the boundaries when it comes to the systems, like innovating and improving at the same time, which is hard. You can try to innovate, but sometimes some innovations kind of sucks. But they are, like as an indie studio, they are doing like the right thing, right? Because even though everyone was like praising the Path of Exile 2, but like there are some people that are unhappy. But I don't know, like that's how gaming is right now.
Yeah, I think the ratings for PoE 2 on like Steam and that has there's been a lot of negative ones recently, simply just because of the kind of patch notes that were put out and the people didn't like what they saw. And that's just the way it is, isn't it? That's the aspect of gaming now. I think developers have to listen to the communities. They have to.
Yeah. Do you think we have more
game.
power? Do you think, because like I feel like we have more power, but in Diablo Immortal, I feel that we don't have enough numbers to make a difference.
Yeah, for sure. I'd agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
I think as well, when it comes to DI, the fact that we've got NetEase involved and not just a Blizzard game, that also puts in things in the way, doesn't it?
That's but do you agree with that thing that I said, like regarding that feels like Blizzard over this time is feeling like they are catching up, like always playing the catch up?
I would agree.
Yeah, it's kind of, you know what it kind of reminds me? It reminds me of Apple in a way, that at one time like Apple used to be like this company that always innovated, but then they changed like their approach, and their approach is like, we're gonna sit back, we're gonna let everyone else like coming up like with these new inventions, and whenever we come up with a new thing to add it to the iPhone or whatever, we're gonna try to make it that invention but better. That's was the Apple approach during these years. It's not working that well nowadays, but I feel like Blizzard is trying to make that approach now. But the reality is, like, whenever they are coming out with their own features, they are or the same or worse than the ones that came out for the other games. And it happened in Diablo 4 is like the perfect example. And I feel like we can talk about like the PvE, the PvP being like a very strong point when it comes to Diablo Immortal being like a great game for mobile. But I feel like, seriously, the biggest thing that Diablo Immortal has compared to any other game, it is just the fact that it's a mobile game.
Exactly. You hit a nail on the head. The fact that we've got an ARPG like Diablo on mobile is amazing, and it will be there at the top of the list until something better as an ARPG comes. And that's going to be hard to beat.
Yeah, like every day, I mean, as a creator, right? Like we are always like trying to look out like for new things, like maybe not every day, but like once in a while you try to see what is coming and all these things. Yeah. And the reality is like I will probably cover like another game that will come, like if it is like hits these targets, right? Mobile/desktop, okay? It gotta be playable on both. I feel like, I don't know. Yeah. If it is only mobile, for me, I don't think it's gonna work that well, because I don't see myself like okay, I have it here. I don't see myself, hey guys, reading the chat, playing, like I don't see myself like streaming, like using the iPad. I think it'll be very weird. So, and I feel like these new games having this approach like mobile/desktop, I think it should be pretty much a staple. I wouldn't mind, for example, playing this new game Moko that Echo is covering just for fun.
Man, I would send you an invite, but they got rid of all the invites.
I think I actually think I got it, because I got on my email, because I did the pre-register like months ago. Yeah. But I didn't play it yet, and the reason is because it's not on the PC.
I'd agree. I'd agree. I've played it. I didn't reach top level. Yeah, I haven't reached top level. and it is very addictive.
Really?
But it's not on PC.
So you get tired? For me, I just
Um,
get tired after a while.
Yeah, 100%. You know, I like to be able to play on the PC mostly. And that's why I enjoy that when I knew DI was coming to PC, I was like, this is going to be great. This is going to be the game that I put thousands of hours into just because it's not just on mobile. But
Yeah,
it's also a game that I can sit down on the couch if I'm watching TV with the missus,
yeah, it's
and I can
great.
still sit there and do my weekly raids with a warband. I can do some bits and bobs in the game while I'm just sitting there watching TV. So you've got that kind of best of both worlds.
Yeah, even yesterday I was watching like the first episode of Black Mirror, like the new season, and I was farming dungeons because like I was like, hey. But the thing is, like, dungeons nowadays are so mechanical, especially these are normal Inferno 6, you know. So I can like I'm not even like looking, right? Like I did this 10,000 freaking times. I can literally be watching a show and farming dungeons.
Yep. Yeah, it's so easy, you know. And I think that's what other games that are just on mobile are going to miss out on.
Yeah. Let's see here, read the chat. There's a lot of like good comments. Mark was saying, I installed the eye on my phone first release, deleted it because it felt junky. Then I saw an ad on Facebook. Those ads look like kind of the fake ads. I tried again and like it better. I don't know if I still saw an ad. Maybe Blizzard still believes in the eye. They won't be spending money on marketing if it's dead. No, okay. It like absolutely, even if it was going down the trend, these companies, they will always try to advertise to revive it, right?
Yep.
Because the way marketing works, they have like a budget, right? And they put their marketing budgets on a specific game, and as long as they are making more money than they were spending with the marketing budget plus the expenses and all these things, it is still gonna be good for it, right? The other thing is, like, I also feel like we are talking here about 20 million per month, but I also have to say something, that one of the reasons why I think that I don't think all these months, January and February, they gave a lot of revenue. I absolutely think that if one thing happened was something called Colossus Engine, okay? Yeah. Here, we don't have a big booba waifus, but we have big legendary 5 stars that literally make you big, skill range, immunity to knockback, and some extra damage, right? Like, this is our version of like a big booba sexy anime girl, all right?
100%, you're right. Yeah, 100% you're right. You know, without a shadow of a doubt.
So I feel like just the gem itself kind of boosted the sales by a lot. So I will be expecting to see another leak in 3 months to see if we're gonna have more 60 millions. If so, I'll be happy and I'll be more demanding and a bit more aggressive on my criticism to Diablo Immortal if they are actually making this kind of money, because I think we deserve better, man. I think absolutely this game has, and I feel like this is the whole like sentiment between players that they are still playing and players that they played, maybe they quit the game. They say I think we all think that this could have been way better, and I still think that it can still be way better, as you're saying. And well, Laurent, if maybe they will listen a bit more to the community, I think that at the end of the day, maybe we are not like game developers, and maybe we don't understand all the inside and outs, but we are players that we put a lot of hours, probably like more, and definitely way more than than developers, right? And we definitely have some understanding of the game, what could make the game at least more fun. Not always more fun means more easy, you know?
Yes, and I think another thing to say on that as well is more fun shouldn't then require us to pay any more money in.
True. But I feel like the way I see these mobile games companies work is Diablo Immortal. It is no exception when it comes to these. They tend to implement only things that they feel like is going to bring them more money.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, 100%.
So if it's like if it's aligned with the community, it's like good. If it's not, well, hey, we gotta make some money, you know.
Yeah.
But like I saw it like in like there are some other games that I played in the past that they kind of feel like they always fall short. Like when it comes to this, it's like in the beginning, like they are so like we are ready to listen to the community and all these things, and over the time, you know, like the game maybe doesn't perform as well, and then they come and say sorry, I'm sorry, all these things. We're gonna make the game better, you know, like no, you suck on that copium for like another 6 months, and then the game just keeps dragging, right? So
One game that comes to mind. WildStar.
Brawl Stars.
WildStar. Do you remember that game?
WildStar. I never played it. No,
it was like a massive MMO that was coming out, and it majorly flopped. And they said exactly what you just said. That they were going to listen to the community. Then they tried to relaunch it, and then eventually they closed it down because they couldn't do what everyone wanted. The game was really good to start with. The combat felt good, but they didn't listen. Sadly.
Yeah, and if we are seeing like a lot of the changes like recently, a lot of them are feedback that the community gave probably years ago. A lot of like we also have to give that, you know, praise to, you know, the developers, like because like we're actually having some meaningful changes coming to the game. Not everything is bad or everything, like no, there are definitely some things, but why not doing it sooner? You know, like why expect and have all this drag? And then there are like still like so many other things that if we are here playing Diablo Immortal in 1 year, there are things that we are complaining today that maybe in 1 year they will come up to the game and we're gonna say the same thing. Like, why not earlier? Like, why keep like these in the game when you already know that it is bad for the game? Like, green set items are like for me, like there's a few examples come like to mind like very quickly. Set items, I feel like it's not the worst thing in the world, so but it, like the system could be so much better. And I feel like because it's not like the worst thing in the world, it goes like very low on the priority list for them to fix it or make it better. So the other thing, I feel like this was probably asking for a major rehaul of the game, but I feel that, man, the Shadow and Immortal system, it is so outdated. What do you think about that? Because you've been playing the game for more time than me.
I would agree. You know, I think you before I came on, I think you was talking to someone about kind of how you become immortal, and the fact that most servers now have, you know, one alliance and another alliance, and they just swap between them. I think that is the main issue. It doesn't give anyone else a chance to experience that kind of side of the game.
Yeah.
When you just have, you know, it being swapped between 3 clans and then the other 3 clans. And every server has the issue, every cluster has the issue, no matter what kind of server it is, this side of the world or onto the US side, you know. It's all the same. All the same. And I think you're right. That is the downside to kind of most people experience. They never get to experience what it's like to be an immortal. Now, I've been an immortal loads of times, probably just like yourself, you know. Being in the clans we're in, we're lucky that we're both on the same server, and I suppose that we do swap
different factions, different factions. Yeah, he's my enemy, chat. He's my enemy.
I'm coercing with the enemy right now, so I should I've got to be careful what I say. Can't give any secrets away. But you know, I think that is a thing, isn't it? You know, people do wonder, you know, and like that person said in your chat earlier, how do I become immortal? Which part of your clan is immortal? Because they just don't see that side of it, and it's a shame. It's a shame.
Yeah, they don't see it, and nobody fucking knows, and nobody tells you how you become, because like it is like so hard to understand like how does even like this system works until like you have a veteran that sits down to you like, come here on my lap, boy, come here. I'm gonna tell you a story of how you become an immortal. You have 2 hours, okay. You know, it is like so convoluted. Like nobody understands like this the rain, like that you have to go into a clan. Like it is like I feel like that's one of the things that kind of like really turns me off about like the clan stuff. Like I just don't like it. I just don't like it. I don't like that we have like a lot of like fixed times. Like it's just like too complex or unnecessarily. I just don't like. I think I got used to it because I experienced like multiple times, and it's like even if it's like smells like shit, you get used to the smell of shit. But it's still shit at the end of the day, you know.
Yeah, there's no getting away from it, is there? You know, the amount of times that I still forget to do things in the game, though.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Every week there's something, and I think to myself, I get to the Sunday, and I'm like, ah, shit, I haven't done that this week. You know, like today, I've got to do Verge later on before I go to bed tonight because I haven't done Verge at all this week. So it's just one thing that I haven't had the time or got round to doing. Just one of those things. But when I'm Shadow, I always end up forgetting to do Shadow War at least once a week.
Yeah, like oh my god, I forgot to do a assembly. Thank you so much for telling me that. Yo, I actually forgot. Wait, let me go. Like this is not even scripted, chat. Yeah, like this is not even scripted. I actually forgot to do the assembly. Let me actually go there. I always forget. If I don't do it in the morning, I always forget it. There is no assembly on Sunday. Okay, see, another thing I forgot.
So you're safe then. You're safe. No assembly on a Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah. We're safe, guys. Let me go here and read again the chat. Like CB was saying, earlier suggestion that they could revive the platinum market, but having a limit on that will be a decent idea. What do you mean, like a platinum market? Maybe you can develop it a bit. I remember a game that go for it.
I don't know how they would do that. I really don't know how they can revive this market. This market is so bad. That's the only way I can kind of describe it. Even if they go like they said they're going to do, where it's going to be the market is going to be across all servers, I don't think that's going to improve it at all.
I feel like it is because there is not a lot of plat on the market for the. I just think like if you want to imagine if you are a low spender or a free to play. The only way to make like a bunch of loads of plat, it is alts or be extremely lucky, right?
Yeah.
You get some orange runes, maybe you get like a godly pet on your convert or something like that. But overall, like there's not a lot of ways to make a lot of plat. So whenever like the majority of the players, which is the free to play and low spenders, they don't have a lot of plat to spend. There's not a lot of plat like moving, you know, on the economy, right? So everyone is expecting that, you know, the free-to-players and low spenders, they will flood the market with like these normal gems, like the legendary gems and all these things, and that the other side, the rich people will buy them. But an economy, a healthy economy, is usually whenever you have everyone eating from the same plate, but maybe in small slices, right? So he said that, like, for me, I think I made like a total of like 9 purchases until now in the action house in 1 year, right?
Yeah.
It is extremely low. And also, like, if you try to sell it, there's like this 15% commission that they take. I feel like that's just crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. I don't agree with them taking any of it. I think if at the end of the day, well, why does that need to be there?
No, it just, I feel like it doesn't help a lot. No, like I probably the main reason why they do that, it has to be like with alts or like gold farm. I don't know, man. Like, it's just like
I don't know how to explain it.
It gotta be because of something, like it gotta be a reason, you know. If one day like we get a developer, like, but the thing is, like, even if you ask the developers, they will not give you like the full answer, you know. They will go like around the you know, because I realized because like recently I made like that interview with Ryan, and he's not a developer, like he's like the narrative designer, but along that process I realized that they have to go to this PR process, and just a lot of like developers, the game developers, like I don't know if you ever met a developer. They are like more, contained. They don't like a lot of exposure. They especially don't like to probably go on the record and say something that's gonna give a lot of backlash through them on the social media and all these things, right?
I can totally understand that. Well, they don't want to have someone asking them questions they can't really answer, so don't put themselves in that situation in the first place. So yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And then if they want it, but I will give you my personal opinion. No, you can't, because like you're representing the company.
Yeah.
So that's like one of the things that I really like when I see, for example, like Path of Exile 2 announcements and all these things, and I see like the developer, like you have like Jonathan and Matt, right? Like I think it's Matt, the guy. And bro, they are just like two fucking bosses, man. Like they understand the game inside out. They speak with the community. You also have like on the Fire Camp chats, like on Diablo Immortal, the way they speak like with the community is way more fluent, and I think like sometimes we could have something like that. I feel like if we could have like something, like even like every 3 months, the devs coming and not just like trying to hype us to the next content, but actually, hey, we're gonna try to solve these are the issues, we have this in mind, maybe we can do that, maybe like just some honesty, man, like some direct talk. I feel like in these times that's more needed than ever.
Yeah, I think for the dedicated player base, I think they kind of almost deserve that.
Yeah, like imagine like you spend like 1,000, like I cannot even, I feel like I try to be as empathetic as possible to someone that spent like probably thousands of dollars or pounds or whatever, or euros in this game, and in the hope that, oh, I'm investing, I'm supporting the game and these things, and then you don't see the game like going or building up the way you expected. Obviously that's going to build a lot of resentment, and I feel like that resentment shows a lot on the Reddit. It shows a lot, like I feel like the Reddit is like literally the core of like,
yeah, it is
the grumpy veterans,
Yeah.
and like and I need to have some empathy, right? Because like for me it cost me time mainly, right? And a lot of time that I put in this game, but I fortunately I don't have like that financial attachment. So how would actually this before we wrap it up, it's just like a personal question. Like I don't know how much money you put in this game, maybe like a few thousand, and how would you deal with the fact if Blizzard tomorrow came up and say in 6 months it's gonna be shut down?
It is what it is.
You will just you'll not get pissed, you'll not just like, you will be like, fuck yeah, thank God I'm jail free.
I think at the end of the day, like a lot of us would be pissed, even some people that are free to play because they love the game, the community has been built. But I think if they decide to do it, it is down to them to do. We all know that this game, it doesn't belong to us. It is a game that they make money for the business for, and we're just here for the ride. At the end of the day, hopefully that doesn't happen, and hopefully there will become a time where it does die out. But hopefully we're still a way off that, because I still love playing the game every day. I think it's a great game. But if they did that in say 6 months time, I think the only thing you could say is it is what it is. There will be people out there that try to do lawsuits and things like that, because there is always people that try to do that, but they knew what they were signing up for.
Yeah, and I'm sure like there's a lot of people not only put a lot of time, but a lot of fucking money, as we know, right? So yeah, for me, I feel like even if it's I actually like, I will probably be sad, like I will be like, man, I wish like instead of like dying, would go into the other direction. But I always like to like the reality is, as you said, you know, like there will always be another game, right? And you know, it's just like part of the nature. Whenever like one dies, the other grows, and life just moves
I
on.
think
And it
the
is
more
what it is.
difficult thing for people like ourselves that are, you know, creating for a game, is if the game dies, then do we die with that game
Like, you mean as a creator?
as a creator? Because you focus so much time on that one game that finding the next game, if a game was suddenly being shut down, could be a challenge.
I mean, okay, if we're talking about in that scenario, what I can say is like that's where you putting more of your personality, most likely you'll have an advantage moving on to a
Yes.
next game.
Yes.
Moving as a pack will be helpful. Imagine like instead of you just moving to another game alone, maybe you moving with other 2 or 3 creators, where these 3 creators bring, you know, the communities can be can be a strategy.
But that's the good thing about this game is it's such a community driven game
Yeah.
that, you know, you don't just build connections up because you're playing the game. You build it up because you're making a community for your clan, for your warband, for your YouTube channel, you know,
Yeah.
or your Discord channel. You know, you're building that kind of connection up instead of it just being, I watch that person on YouTube. You know, that goes, they can say, oh, I speak to that person on a regular basis in their Discord channel or in the game. You know, and I think that's the better connection that we need to have as creators, you know. And I know for a fact that in my short period of time of doing it, that has definitely been a thing that has pushed me further forward than I ever expected it would.
Yeah, like whenever you build a community and you have like a lot of silence community, okay, I would say like the majority of the community is actually the silence one. The silence community is like the one that is not on your Discord, it doesn't comment, probably likes, or if you stream never chats, but he's there watching your content. Okay.
Yeah.
I will say like one of the reasons why since the start I decided like to put my face in these things. First, it obviously was to show off my beard, right? Like we all know that. But second, it was because personally, I as a viewer always developed a bit more relatability to someone with a camera than a faceless channel. It doesn't mean like a faceless channel cannot do well. It can definitely do well as long as like it's great content, right? Like people will always watch great content, no matter what, face or no face. But I generally feel like if you're in the future trying to move forward to another game, I think if they know you and they know you for your personality, it is probably going to be easier for you to change games than actually a game that is like faceless and just focusing on in one game.
Yeah, I agree. You've built a community up. I'm starting to build a community up, and you know, if you went to another game now, you would get a percentage of that community follow you, and that's what you would start off with a new game with.
Yeah, but we also have to understand, like, at the end of the day, they also will only join whatever they are interested, and and like that's the hard. So like in that ideal world, we want to, oh my god, no matter what I play, like sometimes you read these comments and a few of them are saying the truth. Like no matter what you play, they will be there. But a lot of that, it is actually not like really. It can give you like a false sensation of like security that you have like this community that is gonna like support you, like whatever you do, whatever you play, like you actually gonna be like fun. But the reality is like we will always have a drop down, and you always have to build up a different community, you know, with the remains of the old one, and you just keep expanding. And personally, I mean, I never been there, but I know that it is most likely the hardest things that most YouTubers they try to do, or content creators in general, and they fail. So it's that part for me, it is very fucking scary.
For sure. I even for me, it's only been doing it since November, you know, thinking that you know, I've enjoyed what I've done so far, and I want to continue doing it. To think that, you know, a couple of years down the road, it could be that I need to do something to continue that. Is a scary thought for sure, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know what is a scarier thought than that? Is that we're gonna have now Vigils of Blade.
Yep.
I don't know if I'm gonna be in the same faction as or the same room as Lauren. Probably not, because I'm a fucking noob. I'm gonna be thrown into the fucking 4th tier or something. Like, but Lawrence, man, thank you so much for coming. Oh, see, there's the notice. Always a pleasure to have you here. Hopefully you can come back in the future. I always love to have these chats. Chat, please go and also drop a follow on Lawrence if you still didn't. Lawrence, can you go and type something in the chat so they can see? And yeah, thank you so much, brother. As always, I'll fucking love to speak with you, man. It's you're such a cool guy, man. And
we had some great conversations, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think also because like we come like from the same similar background, we understand each other, and we feel and I like that we don't have like always like the same opinion, but I feel like at the end of the day I can see where you're coming from, and I think you can see where I'm coming from, and I like that. So guys, thank you so much, Lawrence, for coming. Go there, drop him a sub if you still didn't, and Lawrence, I'll see you soon, man.
Catch you soon, mate. Take care.
Thanks. Cheers, man.
Cheers.
All right, chat. All right, we are back. Let me go share here. We're gonna have a war, man. Lawrence is such a chill, fun dude, man. I'm gonna try to have like more people like once in a while to chat about the game and also other things. Thank you guys to everyone that was here. As well, chatting. I was reading all of your comments, and for those that were part here, thank you so much. We're gonna have now here a war, and I kind of wanted to ask you guys something. I know that we were having like some laggy problems at the start, but did you guys enjoy more watching? Because like a lot of times I put just like the 2 windows. This time I put the 2 windows, plus there was like I was doing some dungeons along the way to just like give like something so you guys can look. Did you guys like that more, or just like the 2 cameras was better? Are we going to have the surgical snipes teaching us how to become the #1 Diablo player? I mean, who knows? I mean, like today he was asking on my Discord like how do you farm for the normal gems. I don't know if that's like something that we expect from the #1 Diablo player that doesn't know where to farm the normal gems, but maybe. Let me go here. Let me go here and check the chat. I think I am on yeah, I am on T4 M1. Okay, let me just go here and change. This one is better. Yeah, because it kind of gives you like something entertaining to watch along the way, right, Master? I know like watching like my face and Lawrence is like in big screen. Maybe a few guys will like that more, but yeah, I was just trying. I always like trying new stuff, right? There's nothing wrong with trying new stuff. Good layout. Nice. All right. Noted. Noted. We gotta go into the war, boys. Gonna go into the war. Let's go here. We have 1 minute. Let's go. I have to change here this socket. All right. I'll have to go through the furnace fang. I don't have like time to change that. And how many legend? Oh my god, we farmed so much. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure it out if we got like something good. I'll have to figure it out if we got something good. Jeffrey Damer, a code trying this up. Isn't Damer like that killer from Netflix show? I'm pretty sure that's what you're talking about. Facts, if it gives you a chance to see the game in action and experience the game conversation more. Yeah, and also like there was moments that I could show, for example, the Colossus, right? The Colossus, whenever we were talking about the gems, and I also was sharing, I was looking here. Yeah, I absolutely think that this was way better. I always try to, as you guys can see, every week I try to reflect on my, oh my god, fuck. Okay, let me enter. Every week I try to reflect on the past week, and I always think, what could I have done better this week? What can I do better, right? Yo, thank you so much, Lawrence. Thank you, buddy. It was pretty fun. Okay, we have here what? This is a barb. Okay, stun him. Okay, got the kill. Big kill. Oh, we got Drama Queen. No. We are facing Drama Queen, man. Man, I cannot. We cannot lose versus our admin. We can't. That can't happen. Yeah, it has started. Look at the damage. Big damage, boys. Oh my god. That was good. That was good right there. Okay, stun. Second kill. Look at us. We're popping off, boys. Stun. Woohoo! Triple kill, boys. We are crushing it. Okay, big. Okay, he has the bubble. Okay, good shit. Okay, we stun. Okay, I gotta heal up. All right. Come on, man. Come on, dude. Jesus. Okay, big. Okay, 5 kills. Boys, we're popping off. Oh, thank you. We're popping off, boys. We gotta have to win this. There is no way we're not gonna win. Oh, I got killed. No, we got killed. That was unlucky. What is this guy doing? What the fuck? Guys, there's no way we're gonna lose this, right? We are playing with less one, though. But still. Okay, heal up. Oh. Okay, the damage, man. Look at the damage of this guy. And he actually killed me with the button. Okay, bro. Okay.
An ally has struck down an enemy. An ally has struck down an enemy.
I need some food, man. Okay, let's go. We gotta need to get this. Oh. What? No, wait, what the? Yo, what the hell was that? Nah. Nah, bro. Like, what the hell was that? Seriously. That was so stupid.
An ally has struck down an enemy.
All right.
An ally has
Jesus.
I will. Your forces are greatly weakened.
I think we're done so. Okay. I'm trying to focus, chat. Oh!
An ally has perished.
Okay, we have to go for the second tower, man. All right, there we have nobody. Oh, they all died and they all respawn.
An ally has struck down an enemy.
Okay. Heal up, heal up, heal up. There's no way we're gonna go into the tower, man.
An ally has perished.
Today we still have a lot to do, chat. Oh my god, no. This is some, like, this is why Crusader is gonna be nerfed, man. This is some bullshit, man. Like, why are we getting like one-shotted like this? That's crazy. Oh! Look at him. He was trying to do the same play.
Halfway to victory.
Okay, I stunned him. Oh. This is done. This guy is trying to kill them while I don't know what he's doing. They're gonna kill the Nexus. Well, we tried our best, boys. We tried our best. Let me see how did I do. Yeah, this guy was really good, man. This guy pretty much carried the whole team. So we got here. Oh my god, chat. The 1000 resonance player MVP, boys. The 1000. Hey, we might have lost, but at least we got the MVP. That's all I care, chat. That's all I care. Man, dude. This is rough. This is rough. I don't know what they were thinking, but we'll take it. We'll take it. So, with these out of the way, what we still need to do? I did a bunch of like dungeons. I kind of like that. I need to have more friends, man. More friends like coming on the stream, because it makes like the whole like farming dungeons less boring. So maybe like next time that I'm gonna farm dungeons, I'll just call I'll just call Lauren to speak. Okay, let's go here and see what do we have. Vitality. No, these I think I still need, and these I still using. Your team got smashed apart. Well, that makes us do. Fortitude and Vitality, but it's the Shepherd. Nobody's using the Shepherd nowadays. These banquets. I think I'm using these banquets because of Barb. I think that's why they was here. Augments. Yeah. So, Fortitude and Vitality with the yellow socket. Do I keep it? Maybe not, right? Okay, Augments. Double, but no Fortitude. You know what? I actually... no, I don't want to keep this one. No. No Fortitude. No Fortitude. Yeah. Okay, Fortitude, but yellow. Oh my god. Am I like this unlucky? Where is this? Shepherds. Nobody cares. Nobody. This has double socket. Fortitude, strength, and beneficial effect duration. Maybe we keep this one for now, just for a bit, till we get one better. Oh wait a second. We got here a triple. It is shepherds, but it is max combat rating, so we're gonna keep it for now, because you never know if we're gonna need it. We're probably gonna need it to push like for the challenge dungeons, right? Give me a second. Man, this sickness is not going away, man. Jesus Christ, I'm way better, but I'm still sick. It's very annoying. So, Fortitude, Vitality with the augments. Jesus, everything is so bad. Okay, so yeah, most of like this gear is trash. Most of the gear we got was trash. That's kind of sad though. So this is everything to extract. We got here a few more gears to extract, which is nice. If you guys don't know like what I'm doing, I'm saving up all these level 800 gear. These legendary ones, because whenever like the patch comes, I'm just gonna extract everything and get that juicy new legendary loyalty points. Okay, double gem. Jesus Christ. Instantard. Okay, Instantard with Fortitude and willpower, but who cares about Instantard, man? Nobody cares about this. It's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. That's why I like to see your PvP games. That's what I call a skilled player. Yo, thank you so much, Cisco. I mean, like, we try. Even if we are, like, low resonance, we always try our best, right? And since we are already in the PvP gear, yeah, let's do the 3 PvP matches today. CB is saying I have a theory craft for the bar with PvP. Not sure how it will work. Leap with lava, ground stomp, arena. The wall. Oh, the pit with the Ota with the constant controllable slam, and the 9 rage. Ota with the constant and controllable. Which one is that? Which one is that? I don't know. I've been getting trashed too. Hopefully, re-rolling won't be as bad. Yeah, like at least we get like those. We get the wisps, right? How many wisps do I have? I don't have a lot of them. I have right now. Where is it? Where is it? So the good part is that we actually got the salvage remains capped. That's good. I don't need to go and do like that Namari thing anymore. I had like a drama queen. He sent me the screenshot. Look at it. No, trying to mock me. Let's go. I'm gonna do 3 matches. Let me go here. Codex. Oh, nice. Okay, so we did the Battle Pass, weekly cap, salvage remains, so we are on good track. So now I pretty much just need to do like some PvP. Can we get like triple win? Oh, dude, that was savage right there. That was savage. Kill the mage. Kill the mage. Yes, sir. Ah, these guys are. Okay, we're doing good work. Good work. What do you think Druid will be based on intelligent base? That's actually a good question. Imagine if it's like a hybrid. That is like for the bear, is like strength. And then if you want to go caster, it is going to be the intelligent. Most likely I will say it's going to be strength. If I had to guess. Okay, that was stupid. I should have been on the backline there. Is it worth to accelerate what rank 1 Colossus on your Bloodsoaked Jade? No, not on the Bloodsoaked Jade. Absolutely not. I don't think so. Like, you'd lose 10% constant like movement speed. I don't think that's worth it. Okay, nice. Keep on pushing. Come on, boy. Stun, stun, big stun. Okay, gonna run. You can still find the golden necromancers. Oh, that's unlucky, man. Is the wheat bloom, right? Man, someone dispelled me. No, 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 no. They dispelled my rolling surf. I don't know what happened there. Come on, boy. Heal up, heal up, heal up. Like, both idols are exactly at the same spot. Oh no, we got the stun. Okay, we're gonna move. The thing is, like, we don't have tanks. That's like the major issue. Like, nobody can be on the idol. It's so bad. Okay, the guy's gonna die. Okay. Okay, stun. Oh no! 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 I was gonna go for that clean play, man. We were gonna go for that clean play, man. Almost. In the meantime, they have like their idol here. We have to push ours at least. Okay. What? No way! No! Okay, this is trash. This is trash. Why do I always... most of like the games I lose, it is MVP chat once again. Get the MVP and lose the game. Kinda feels bad, man. Kinda feels bad though. Look at this. Most assistance, most damage, MVP, and still loses the game. What are we gonna do, man? What are we gonna do? There is nothing to do, man. I did my best. I absolutely did my best over there. Okay. Now we're gonna save these. So I have a lot of mails saved up. Like so many mails. We have so much saved up. So much XP saved up. I think we should be fine. We absolutely should be fine for next week. How many wisps do we have? 72. Chat, how many wisps do you guys have? Inferno 6 wisps right now. Are you guys as low as me? Like this is harsh, man. Only 72 is not a good looking good, man. Not looking good. Okay, I got Tamari. So who do they have? I don't even know. Oh, I think they have Moldy. Oh, we have Inverrated and Tamari. All right, this is gonna be a good match. Gonna be a good match for us. I think this is like absolutely pinnacle will. You have a big fat 0. I mean, with like 72, like if you were already able to pre-farm, it's like like very, very low, man. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oof. Oof. Oh, these guys, they hit hard, man. These Crusaders. What should I buy with the Fading Ember? Internal Legendary Crest, always. Look at that. The guy is like literally styling on us, this Crusader. All right. There's nobody can kill this guy. Nobody can push. Okay, push. Jesus Christ. Oh. Like, look at the size of these rings, man. Talking about Lord of the Rings, man, Crusader is literally the Lord of the Rings, man. Like, the size of that is just massive. It's just, like, too big. I'm sorry, but it's just, like, too big, man. Now he has a shield. Okay, we kill. Push. Okay, we managed to push it here to the second. Not bad. Come on, boys. Do some damage. We need our big weld here. Okay, we got a kill. Big, massive push right here. Ooh. Got a bail. Okay. Okay, push, push, push. I have the Glad, but the Glad is pushing. Ooh, you guys saw. That's why I love the Glad. Even though I was there, it was still pushing. They should not have these high DPS, but they do. And that's the issue. Okay, we killed. Okay, I'm gonna go after him. Yeah. We're gonna chase him. Kill, win. Oh, I was so close. I was actually going for the W, man. Heal up. Druid in Diablo 4 is a willpower and intelligence. Oh. Yeah, then maybe that will happen, right? Maybe that will happen. Either way, be intelligence or strength, it doesn't really matter, especially in Diablo Immortal, because like they are a reflex of each other. So there is no way you can get, for example, as a Tempest, you will never get an intelligence piece dropping, right? Because like it will automatically recognize your class and will always give you strength. And if you change to a wizard, this same piece will become with intelligence. So either way, like in this specific case in this game, it doesn't really matter. Okay, we get these. I got a lot of heals, man, because I was saving for all those weeks. Still need to do one side quest. Let me see. I have to do like a mental list if I'm missing anything. No, I think we did everything I needed to do. I just needed to cap my weeklies, my weekly battlegrounds, my cap my battle pass, my savage remains, and I was pretty much done for the week, right? So let's go here. Yeah, 100%. Look at this. Clean. Would you be interested to have another dexterity class as in Manhunter, the only one? Monk, Barbarian, BK? No, like wait. No, Demon Hunter is also strength. It doesn't have this dexterity. No, the dexterity doesn't exist in this game. They also scale with the strength. Okay, that guy was a bit too hungry. Okay, got the kill. In exchange of my savior, so I don't know if that was worth it. Are you pushing at 100 next week or the following? I mean, like, I will try to push next week, but I don't know if we're gonna reach there. Like, for me to reach to level 800, most likely, I will need it to have, like, the... Man, this guy really loves me. Oh, there he goes. Oh... because you know what happened, Chad? Because of like the helmet, he actually went with me to the base. Oh, that's insane. Okay, let's kill. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. So, as I was saying, I don't have the raids saved up like the first clear, so it's gonna be like extremely hard for me to do that. And also, like, I needed to be, like, right now at, like, 788, so... I mean, I got a lot of, like, mails, man. A lot of, like, XP in my mails. I got, like, 70 mails. I probably will need it, like, to make, like... I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. You're 766. I mean, if you do like that thing with the... If you're just like looking for XP and farm, you can very well do Erevan or do that Diablo thing that I shared today. That shit is gonna give you like so much XP. It's gonna be crazy. Okay, this game was a bit one-sided. But in general, usually I don't go for like the early push. I let that to be like more thing. Okay. Anyone talking about possible shaman class, witches and druids? And I mean, like from everything that we saw, not only on the story that it came out, but also like on all the leaks that we had until now, everything points out that it's gonna be the druid. Like even the icon that we had, like for the on the roadmap, you know. We never had a shaman though. Shaman will be pretty cool though. We only have shaman in World of Warcraft. I don't think like Diablo. Does Diablo series has shaman? Maybe he has, and I don't think he has. I mean, I never played it at least. I hardly have time, but I spam Elder Rifts, random dungeons, and a few runs on tower. Why do you spam Elder Rifts? You mean for the Fading Ember? Because besides that, there's no reason to do it. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna have to sit here on the idol because these guys are pushing like crazy. And my team is not even here. Like, I don't know what they are thinking. Let me go. Let me. Oh, chase me to the base. Yes, sir. Oh no, that's why you don't want to play with that helmet, man. That helmet is for noobs, man. Never play with that. I heard the rumor that we're getting the new answers this week coming up. Not sure. I don't think so. I don't think so. Probably we're gonna have next week on Monday the new patch. No, not the new patch, like the patch notes. I think they are coming, the official ones, even though we already know everything that is coming out. And on the next week, probably gonna have the new instances. So you're gonna be able to equip and to reach to level. Yeah, I don't see it coming. I think it is on the 790. You know? On the 790, so it's gonna be in 2 weeks that we're gonna have it. At least like that's my guess. If I had to guess, next week is 780, and then it's gonna be 790. Because otherwise, what will happen is like a lot of people would, not a lot of people, but a handful of people will already be 800. And I don't really think that Blizzard wants like to half of the population not have access for the new instances. But let's see. I think that's pretty much just a rumor. So let's go. We got these 3 instances. Today was a great stream. I loved it, man. It was such a fun stream. We had like Laurent coming here, dropping the chat. Also, we did the weekly caps, and tomorrow weekly reset. Hopefully, we're gonna have the official patch notes. I hope that they're actually gonna come out like with something better, man. With the like, or at least with something new. Because if it's just like some patch notes showing the new instances that we already know and they got leaked from like the Chinese server, I don't know. I really hope that we creators here in the Western will get also a PTR. But I feel like a PTR is not like that interesting. That was my guess as well, but a video of someone's show leaks for the 16th April. Okay, I guess we'll see tomorrow, because like tomorrow there's gonna be the patch notes for sure. Looking for the past updates, they may reduce the combat rating of Inferno 6. They already reduced. I don't think they are gonna reduce more. I don't think they are gonna reduce more. They already did that. I think they're probably gonna reduce the Inferno 6 whenever we gonna have or the like the stat squish, you know, like the difficulty squish, or we're gonna have the Inferno 7. Something like that. I don't think we're gonna have Inferno 7 though. And I feel like we're gonna go back into like, you know, Paragon 200 or whatever it was that we had last time. But either way, chat, thank you guys so much for coming here on the stream. You guys are beautiful. Thank you so much for the legendary support, and I catch you guys tomorrow on the live stream. Maul will be Paragon 800 on Monday. Absolutely, of course. He's already like 788, so probably he's gonna do battle pass, the males, then he's gonna have the first clears. Also he's gonna do like some you know, a few hours of like Diablo grind, and then that's it. It's not a new thing for him. The thing is, like, if you want to hit like on Monday 800, you need to save all your first clears for the raids. So pretty much you have to skip a difficulty on your raids. So, well, chat, thank you so much for watching. Catch you guys on tomorrow. Peace.